Right, go. And a very good evening to everybody. Good to see you all. PJ will join us in a minute, as soon as he finds the button. Here we
Found
go.
the button. Well done. Smashing.
Good to be back. Good to see you all. Fantastic. So I missed you at the last show, but the guys did a fantastic job and did very well with Arpry, which is kind of worrying, but here we are.
You're very kind for saying that, Roland.
And yeah, welcome everybody. Well, you guys know the drill. Say hello, put it in the chat. I see some of you have already been very active. Thanks very much for that. And tell us where you're from. If you'll be here for the first time, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're doing. Give us a little introduction. That would be really fantastic. We would like to know who is on the show. In the meantime, we can have a quick look around and see what is on our benches. Alan, well, I
Oh,
have I have a hunch what might be on your bench, but let us know.
so there's a couple of things.
Oh, right, here we go.
It's
That's
all,
good.
it's all the same thing. So I've been working on this Lancia 037,
All
which is
right.
it's a new model factory hero kit that I've started. It's the rally car version, obviously, the 037, but I'm not doing it in the normal Martini scheme because I don't do normal, as you know me. So I've decided to do it in the Worth scheme, which unfortunately there's no decals for that, so I've had to draw all the decals and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I've been working. I'll say getting the engine sorted, so that's getting
All
there
right.
slowly.
Right, that looks pretty cool already.
That was a bit of a nightmare in itself because nothing fitted. The resin engine block had shrunk quite a lot.
Oh,
It was about 2 millimeters too short, 2 millimeters too narrow.
Model Factory Hero, come on.
And then last few days I've been working on just trying to sort all the structure out for the front suspension and stuff, which is an absolute nightmare as well.
all right, but it's
Yeah.
big, huh?
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's quite big. So yeah, you get like the monocoque and then everything obviously.
It's a front suspension metal.
Yeah, so all the front frames all metal, all the rear
All right.
frames metal, and it's just say resin in the middle. So
Yeah, very cool. Oh, I love that car, so I can't wait for that to be finished. Should be next week or so, eh?
Yeah, middle to end of next week.
Yeah, 2027.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's great. Paul?
I'm working on that.
Oh, I
can't
love
show
that.
you because it's across the other side of the room.
Oh, I
but
love that.
I'm doing that, but not in that scheme. I'm doing it in that scheme.
Oh, cool. What scheme is that?
It's still KLM, the airline KLM. It's just a more attractive.
Still called the Flying Dutchman?
Yes, still called the Flying Dutchman. It's more of an attractive decal solution, as I like to call it.
All right.
So yeah, but
Cool.
the build's more or less done. I say I've got the undercarriage to do. The painting is definitely done. I finished that earlier today. Excuse me.
Yes, yeah.
And it's down to doing the decals.
Oh, yeah. Did you have to order them or were they in the kit?
Yeah, no, there's that. The decals were a special order. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah, so that should be done.
Very good.
Midweek next week. So.
Yeah, with you probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you, Dan?
Probably. So with me, you see the Porsche in what you've been building section, but that went into 2K earlier, so that's been 2K.
All right.
I'm not going to take that out again because it's already covered in dust, but that's another discussion. Aside from that, I'm also building another airplane, which is a bit of which you might notice is different colors plastic because it's actually two kits bashed into one.
All right. Why are you doing that?
So this is the 1/72nd scale Avro Anson C Mark 19.
Okay.
Which I want to do in its Irish Air Corps colour scheme. Now, the ones that the Irish Air Corps operated were early C-19s, which actually had the Mark 1 wings.
I was just going to say that.
So the Mark 1 wings.
I saw that immediately when you hold up that wing. I said something's not
Well,
right.
obviously, yeah, it didn't look like a Mark 19 wing. I mean, that's obvious. But yeah, so the Mark 1 wings come from the elderly Airfix Mark 1 kit, and the Mark 19 fuselage comes from the Mark 19 kit from Velom that they released this year.
All right.
So yeah, so lots of hacking about and chopping up plastic.
Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting. They're very interesting subjects. Well, I'm busy with the 143 Renault.
143?
50s Renault.
143.
No, 148.
Okay.
Yeah, that is right
Still
behind
small.
me.
Still small, it's still tiny.
Even smaller.
Tiny.
Here we go. There it is.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, look. Up.
Here we go. Oh, isn't it a sweetie pie? Yeah, it is.
What's the part count on that, Roland? About 50 parts, if that, or?
Like 23.
How many parts? 40.
Oh.
Wow.
But it's pretty. What I'm actually busy with at the moment is the common gear, which is right over here.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice car. Like that.
Yeah, that is
Is that 24 scale?
It's a 24 scale, yeah, it's a Tamiya. And Bill comes together very nicely. And I used well, we didn't have Model 2K in the country for a while, and now we got the one, but we can talk about it once we get to Alan's section because I've put it in there.
Okay.
Started using a new 2K, and I'm very happy with it.
I have one question, Roland. What's happened to the Tyrrell? He's still waiting for tyre decals for that.
The Tyrrell, yeah, I'm still waiting for tire decals for that. You're absolutely right.
Have you got some on the way though? Yeah.
Yeah. I've ordered them. They're somewhere on the ocean.
Okay.
And then once they arrive in Cape Town Harbor, it takes around about 3 weeks to unload them. Yeah, it's Africa. It's all a bit different. All it takes a bit longer. But they are ordered, paid for, and hopefully on their way.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. Right. And I see we are chatting away here. Dan, will you keep us an update here?
I will indeed. I'll give you a full rundown of what's in the chat.
You go.
Beginning very early this evening with a very early Panzer Cat saying meow.
Yeah.
Right back at you.
Panzer.
And of course, the burning question, will PJ be wearing fashionable clothing? Or that hideous migraine-inducing shirt? Well, it's not a migraine shirt, but we'd hardly call it fashionable either. So,
that's a matter of opinion. I mean, this is a modelling show, not a fashionista show.
Well, exactly.
All I'm saying, PJ, is in the next show, I want to see you wearing a Santa hat of some description.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
Bloody humbug.
Because there will be a
very much so.
Everybody will be forewarned that will be happening.
Yeah.
Paul Christopher was in early with Evening Fellow Modelers. Evening, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Digby's in with Evening All.
How's it,
Digby?
Alan Parker with a welcome to everyone.
Hi, shitface.
Nice.
Of course, Roland, Model Kit Beginner, was in with a welcome to the show.
Hi, Roland.
And Digsby says, yes, and this early crew has mashed the like button.
Here we go. Thanks very much. That's very cool.
Everybody to do that, please.
Yeah. Please do.
Nigel T is in saying hello, folks.
Hi,
Nigel.
Digsby says hello again.
Hello again, Digsby.
Hello again.
Hey, Digsby.
And the legend that is Quinn Star Scale Models is in saying evening, everyone.
Hey,
Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Steve is in saying evening all.
What, Steve?
Dave Robinson is in saying evening all. Hope you all had a fruitful November.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Dave also says, painting while watching the show, what could go wrong?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
I want to say that paint job.
It's probably more likely to go wrong here than where you are.
Yeah.
Positive thoughts.
Yeah, from north of the border, on the banks of the River Clyde, Mark Runsman's in saying evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well.
Hey, how's it, Mark?
Mark.
And my chat has, of course, jumped as it does. Oh, PJ, of course, with his time zone friendly greeting. Morning, afternoon, evening, all you wonderful modelers everywhere. What a welcome. What a welcome.
What a welcome.
It must just paste that in there, you know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No. There is a typo in it. Just don't worry about it.
Ross Schmidt says, hello, everyone. Regarding PJ's pullover, PJ is a modeler, not a model.
Absolutely, Rolf. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah. But what you're saying is I'm not a model. Oh my God.
Yeah, here we go. There we go. So thanks for clarifying that, Rolf.
Panzer says PJ will be in shortly after he changes his shirt. Dom says evening. Hey, Dom.
How's it
Hi,
going?
Dom.
Peter Milgate's in saying evening all.
Hey, Peter.
Hi, Peter.
Sean White is in with a good evening all.
Hi,
Sean.
Philip H is in saying good evening, super crew and all in chat.
How's it, Philip? Good to have you.
Yeah.
And Hey Meek is in saying good evening all.
There we go. Good to have you, Mika.
And from a long way away, Shane's in saying evening shaggers.
How's it, Shane? And thanks.
Richie Lamb is in saying good evening, guys.
Hi, Richie.
Yeah,
nice to see you, mate.
Rally Chef's Model Shed. Ian is in saying evening, everyone.
Hi, Ian.
Jeff Light's in saying a very good evening, guys. Evening, Jeff and Maggie.
Jeff.
How's it, Jay?
Hi, Maggie. Hi, Jeff.
And Dominique says, PJ, if you want to know more about Dutch planes, I know a group, wink, wink, where you can ask questions. It is in Dutch, but you can ask in English and say I sent you.
Not much help to me if it's in Dutch, but I take your point. And thank you.
Mark saying hello to a few people. Where do we get to? More hellos to each other. Oh, Jamie's in as well. Hey, Jamie. Evening Smashers and the cast of Cocoon.
Hey, Jamie.
Good to have you, buddy.
Hellos to each other. Hellos to each other.
No, Panzer. No.
Panzer Cat says vote now for PJ.
Panzer's on to you. He's on to you.
If we get to 50 likes.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go.
There we go. If we get 50 likes while we're live, PJ will wear a Santa hat on our next show.
Everybody, every device you have, go and sign in on a different account.
And use all your accounts.
Yeah. I'm just going to message all my mates. Hang on a
minute. Jet Scale Models in saying hello, one and all.
Hi, James. How do you, mate?
Who asked PJ, will there be discussions about bodily fluids here?
That's a different stream, James, as you well know.
I really don't want to know what streams you interact with.
Yeah, if you want to know, they'll be on at 2 o'clock in the morning, UK time.
Okay. And Jet says, I'm eating pizza right now with pineapple on it.
Oh, sacrilege.
It is not sacrilege. It's
sacrilege.
It's
honestly.
Not. Give over.
That's terrible. You call yourself a modeler, Jet. Oh, come on.
Hugh Gordon is in saying evening all.
Hey, you. Good to have you.
How's it going, buddy?
Stoves 92 is in saying hello from Mexico.
Oh,
hey, good to have you from Mexico. Welcome.
And Philip H says, if we get to 60 likes, will PJ not wear a Santa hat?
No, then you wears
get to 100.
Steady where you're going with this one, Dan.
PJ in a full Santa suit. There we go.
Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. Thanks very much, Dan. Thanks very much for popping in and saying hello. Really appreciate that.
Great to see everybody.
To know who's here. And obviously, you had a lot of time to fill up your stash and buy whatever you need for your modeling, which is obviously very important to us. And I try to be on a sabbatical, but as you will see in a couple of minutes, that didn't work. Alan, give us a shout out and have a look what people have been buying. It's always interesting, always good to see.
Then, yes, let's see what sort of mess I can make of this month. Let's have a look. Click on that, click on that, click on that, and click on that. So that should hopefully be sharing.
It is. It is.
It is.
Right, so what have you been buying this month? For the month of November, let's have a look. Well, first up is scale model Chris. He says, evening all. Little bit of a shopping this month. First up, a few kits and tools from scale model Will Telford. It was great meeting the members of the group that were there. It was good to meet you too, Chris.
Yeah.
So Chris got himself. He's got himself the Alpha.
Oh, good choice. Good choice there, Chris.
Beautiful little kit. He's got himself the Z-Tuner R34 from Tamiya. He's got a little, I can't even say it. Is it
Machine Krieger.
Machine
kit?
I was close. Come on.
Yes, seen a few of these made up and fancy doing something different in 2025. I'll be interested to see what happens with that one then.
Yeah, I'm interested in that one myself.
And then a few tools, some goddamn sponges for body polishing, a new set of snips and display knife. Okay.
What is it? Okay, help me out. What is a display knife?
It's a knife.
Or is it
that's
just a brand?
packaged by display.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, it's it's a knife. I'm not sure if the blade rotates on that. Does it? I'm not sure.
Blades in that little box above it.
Yeah, I think they're similar to Tamiya blades, aren't they?
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Oh, damn, what else have we got from
There.
Chris? Let's have a
Oh,
look.
wait, not finished.
There's
Oh,
more.
there's plenty more. There's plenty more.
There's more.
Over the rest of the month, had a few more deliveries. He's got himself a Toyota Supra with a few zoom on parts. Going to do a few more builds with aftermarket parts next year.
All right.
Got himself the Revell Ford FD100 pickup. That's the
Nice.
Foos on there. Some of the new yesteryear metallic markers, is it?
All right. Are they good? Has anybody tried them?
Yeah. So these look very interesting for doing the smaller details. So it'll be interesting to know how they work out, Chris. If you've not
Yeah.
used
Let
them
us
already,
know.
let us know.
Or go
Yeah,
to
let us know.
go to Scale Fanatics and let us know, man.
And he's got himself the new Tamiya Porsche 911 GT3 RS.
Oh, very nice.
Had a quick look over the kit and it looks very nice as expected from Tamiya. I wouldn't expect anything other, to be honest with you. He also ordered a couple of display panel line cleaners. These look handy for clearing up panel lines, wash, and also doing decals, as they are small sponges that can be easily washed out.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
I'll take it there.
Cool.
Zooming down there, that must be these down here.
Yeah, are the sponges? Oh,
Yeah.
they.
Okay.
Oh, I
Oh,
see. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
yeah, very.
And that's I think that's all from Chris.
Yeah.
Next up we have Richie Lamb, and he says left unsupervised. Present Mrs. Lamb, nice order from UMP.
Yeah.
So he's got
Very
Tamiya
nice.
Corsair there. I can't quite make out what scale that is.
Yeah, it'll be 48. Yeah, it's 48.
This is a 48, is it? Yeah,
Yeah, it says top right. That's like top left
top left.
of the box.
I can't focus on that page.
Yeah, it's 148. Trust me.
Fair enough. And he's got himself some of the ultimate pigments there, some of the decal solution, and I think that's the primer, is
Right.
it?
Primer black.
Yeah, the black primer, yeah.
Primer, yeah.
One of my favourite planes, the old Corsair.
It is. It is a beautiful plane.
Yeah, I mean, that's a word out, just a shout out for UMP while we're here. Like, they are selling kits and things now, if you didn't know again. So,
Oh, right.
All right.
Good to
yeah,
know.
they're covering all the Tamiya paints ranges again, all the LP paints and Mr. Colour paints as well, I believe now.
Yep.
Got a full range in here, which is good.
Very good.
Make it easy to get things. I'm just trying to
Dave.
think. There was nothing else there, was there? Yeah, so we've got Dutch Dave model bench.
All right. He has some nice stuff.
Yeah, so it says last 2 weeks haul, 2 times German and 2 times Soviet to keep the balance.
And nobody will get against the Tempo A400 Lieferwagen.
Yeah, so
Just
he's
a,
got himself the
Yeah, those
Midgard T80.
yeah.
He's got himself, that's the Tempo A400. Is that Liftwagen, is it?
Lieferwagen, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Liftwagen. He's got himself a Soviet Army something or other. I can't see what that says at the top there. There's some name for that there, but there's
Some other truck.
yeah.
Fuel truck, I think. Fuel truck, if I
Fuel
have to
truck,
get.
is it?
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, fuel truck, yeah.
Oh yeah, fuel truck. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see. Yeah, and he's got himself. I can't make out what make is that one there.
That's a Borgward
That's
4 Panzerjäger Wanze.
Yeah, I was trying to work out
Amazing
what
models.
manufacturer the kit was.
Amazing
That's
models.
Amazing models. Okay,
Ah,
look interesting. Anyway,
Yeah, I like the Lieferwagen. There's a a lot of the mini art 135 little vehicles. I've been looking at them recently. I think they look quite interesting. There's quite a range of them now.
Yeah.
Yes.
How big is that going to be? 1/35, maybe 2.5, 3 inches long?
Yeah,
Yeah,
give or take. Give or take.
I built one, and they are fiddly, very
Yeah.
detailed, as they always are, but from mini art. But they're
Yes.
beautiful models.
Yeah, they're great models. Yeah.
Probably about 400 parts in that as well. Been mini art. No doubt.
Yeah, not quite, but yeah, they have quite a few parts in there.
I've got a couple of them, but
Looks cool anyway, doesn't it?
Very cool.
Next up, we've got Willie. It's his first new kit since summer. The 132nd Matchbox Porsche 917/10. It is a gift
That is
to my partner Sylvia to console me for surviving the last dentist session for missing Telford this year.
oh right, okay. So
Yeah,
Oh,
already started.
sweeties
Work
for
in
doing the
progress.
dentist, you get a kit. I see.
Yeah,
that's nice.
that's
I wish
pretty
my
cool.
partner would do that when I have to go to the dentist. And I wasn't in Telford either. I will have to tell her.
Yeah.
I mean, Matchbox stopped making kits a long time ago, didn't they?
Long time ago.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
So I mean, so what era is that kit? Probably mid-80s.
I was going to say late 70s, but you could be
Late
right.
70s, yeah.
Yeah, and then the booklet there as well comes with it. Awesome. That is
Yeah,
cool.
very cool. Very, very cool. I'm looking forward to that, Rolf.
Good to see you build that one.
Yeah. Next up, we have Mr. Millgate, Peter.
Right. Look at
Yes.
that.
Well, luckily, the buying ban has ceased just before Scale Model World 2025.
Rubbish.
Oh, no, has it?
Rubbish.
Has it really?
That's
It's picked up
rubbish.
some 1/32 copper state model kits and figures. We had a look in the box of this thing in Telford. God, it's small.
Oh, it must be
Really is.
tiny.
Including a lovely motorcycle. Laid my hands on some unusual consumables and some god hand drills, chisels, and nippers. They're not chisels, Pete, they're spin blades.
Yes.
Finally got a nice poacher 1/8 model Porsche to knock out at some point.
I can't believe he bought that. But
I know,
I can't either. But hey, it's his own.
but he's got himself a Bristol Scout there.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Nice.
beautiful.
He's got himself that funny
Yeah.
gun thing there.
Yeah.
Power Panzer, yeah.
Copper state models, they're good models. They're quite well detailed. They go together well. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
I bought that kit as well on the basis of looking at Pete's one.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it was the instruction booklet won it for me because
which one are the Scout now? Or
yeah, the Bristol Scout,
yeah.
because it was made at Filton Aerodrome,
Okay.
which is where I work. So
All right.
Awesome.
Very cool. I love that motorbike. I don't want to build it, but I love it.
Yeah, he bought some consumables,
Yeah, he certainly
some
did.
catalogs. Yeah, we bullied him into buying the Iowata
So-
nozzle
rich.
remover.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some surface there. I can't think what else. He got some magazines and some skin and leather color sets and lots of various paints. I think Mr. Surfacer 1500 and the like. Yeah,
That's it.
he's
That's
got
how
himself
it
the old
is.
man top remover there. Look, the Tamiya jars and the Mr.
oh yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Let's have a look on. And yes,
Yeah,
the box.
That is massive.
It's huge.
I mean, yeah,
It
you
is
just don't realize
huge.
how big that box is. It's huge.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many parts? Funny, that's out of the
Lots.
picture.
Can't quite see.
Yeah.
A lot would
lot.
be.
Hello.
There's three
I'll take-
numbers there, so
I mean, I'm not sure if Pete's stripping it and repainting it, or whether he's just going to build it straight as it comes out of the box. I'm not sure, but
I think he said. I'm sure he said he was planning
yeah, I
to.
think he's stripping it. Yeah.
Wouldn't be Peter if he wouldn't.
and then a whole of God hand goodies,
All right.
tippers. It's got yourself some scribes. One of them pens has got to be mine, Pete.
Yes.
Some drill bits and the like. Yeah. So,
What,
Very
you mean,
cool. Very cool.
you mean one of these pens?
oh, do you get one as well?
I got one last year.
It's not right. It's not right. I spent a fortune with them and I never got any.
Yeah,
And
well,
that's all Pete had. I mean, yeah, you can see the buying ban was definitely over.
stuff there, Pete. Very nice stuff. I'm very jealous.
Yes.
Mm.
Next up, we have Nigel, and he says, all bought from Telford.
Is that a Green Hornet? Is that a
It-
Green Hornet?
It is.
It's a Green Hornet,
It is.
Black Beauty. That's cool. A DH Land of the Giants Spindrift,
Hold on.
Oh, that looks interesting.
which is that there. I was looking at it. It does look. Sorry, zoom in a little bit, guys. So there's the
Yeah.
Green Hornet, the Black Beauty, and this little Spindrift thing here. I think looks awesome.
Yeah, that looks
So
very
Nigel does something
interesting.
nice with that.
Love the
Forward
color.
to- Looking forward to that being lit up, Nigel.
Yeah. And then he's got himself a Das Work, something or other, lots of numbers, 7. Or just say German half track.
Wagen, Kraftfahrzeug,
Yeah.
250. Yeah, anyway, yeah.
One of them.
2
A
in
half
1.
track. Got himself a German half track. Let's
Is
leave
that,
it
is
there.
that a 2 in 1 because it's half car and half tank, is it all?
No, I doubt that.
Just checking. And a few
No,
clamps
it's
and
probably-
ultimate photo etch placer sticks. Yes, the little
No.
clamps and clips, which are always coming useful when you're building models.
Always,
And
always.
some of the photo etch pick up.
Photo etch placer. All right. Is
Yeah.
that one of these things which have a little wax point where you can?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically, like a
yeah.
wax pen. Yes, yeah. Nice little hole there, Nigel. Though. Nice little
Very
hole.
nice. Very nice.
I much prefer gluing the photo etch to my finger and to the thing I'm gluing it to.
And then seeing it ping off into the
Yeah.
ether.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Next up, we've got Dominic. He says, yes, it was finally time. The 23rd of November, I went shopping. I bought a lot of things. Look at the pictures and enjoy greetings. So, yeah, so Dominic went to a model show over in the Netherlands
And bought it out.
and basically bought the whole place.
She left.
So he's got himself lots of display sanding sponges.
Yeah.
Some various drill sets. These are like little figures, aren't they? I believe.
Yeah.
He's got himself a display circle cutter. The list will say about that, the better.
Yes,
I
maybe
still
not.
need one of those. I still need one of those. Oh God, he really.
All I'm going to say, when you buy one, Roland, and you need to use it, ask Dom. He knows how to use them.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
There's a story behind it. It's funny. It was funny. He's got himself a couple of car kits. He's got himself a Ford Mustang from AMT, and he's got himself a Ford F100 pickup.
Yeah,
as well.
both very cool. Both very cool. That's-
He's also got himself
Another mini out. Yeah.
a Dingo,
Yeah,
Austin armored car, Indian pattern.
I love those.
Is that a Gazzo 330 mod 1930? Yeah, looks pretty cool, doesn't it?
Mm.
Russian.
And then another one of those Tempo E400s.
Yeah, another one of those Tempo 400s.
Three wheelers. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. I take it the last part of the name is to do with the back part of it, because that's slightly different.
Yeah. Pritcher means the loading area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, pretty cool there, isn't it? Pretty cool.
Very cool.
He also got himself.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I love that
What's
weird.
that?
Weird, isn't it?
I love that weird French Jeep.
What's that all about?
Is that for when it goes through valleys and gutters and stuff, so it can void up over the
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm not quite sure why they did that. It obviously wasn't copied by anybody, but it's the French. They're different.
Yeah.
So it's a Laffy V15. That's cool. He's got himself a Focke-Wulf 190 there.
190. Yeah.
A Z126. Is that trainer? Is it?
Trinia.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And a P51B Mustang.
Yeah. Very nice. That is a beautiful selection there.
Yeah. He knows how to pick them. Oh yeah,
There's
yeah.
more.
He bought some paints.
He's
And he
bought
bought one of every colour. I think when he's actually going through all these, he found out that 2 paints, different colours, have the same number. Or
Oh
something
no.
like that. Which, yeah,
Yeah, that can throw you off.
mess with his OCD a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they're all AK as well, aren't they? Yes.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
Appear to be anyway.
he got himself some more AK paints as well. I think these are, I'm not sure what they are.
A couple of Vallejo as well.
Splatter tool.
Letter tool.
And
There's some
Good
Vallejo in
stuff.
between there. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, he's got himself a
Here
very.
we go, Dominic. You don't fool around, don't you?
He went with the Wadry money and he spent it all. Next up, we've got Michael Hasselgrove, and he says, I thought to myself that I hadn't purchased anything for a while, and then lo and behold, these items just fell into my basket. It's the 124th Kitbox Collaboration BMW Z4 full detail. It looks a nice build for the new year. And that's the one of the Good Smile racing schemes, isn't it?
Yep.
Good luck with those
Very
decals.
It looks very cool.
Yeah. Very nice.
Nice box art as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can get just the decals for that. You got them on the Fujimi kits. It says, being after one of these, the 124th Ford
Classic.
Escort for a while, even though it's a Tamiya mold, the Tamiya box ones were way overpriced currently.
Yep.
I say they are the same kit, aren't they, Dan? Aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are just Reeboks.
All right. Okay. That's good.
Just watch out for the templates in the instruction sheet.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go, Michael.
They're slightly underscaled.
What's that for, Dan, for the template?
For the mesh for the front.
Okay. Okay.
You know where they give you a 1-to-1 template for cutting out the mesh, it's actually slightly smaller.
Ah,
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
that'll be a pain because they say there's only enough mesh to do it once. Probably.
Yeah, but you know it's standard Tamiya mesh anyway, so
Yeah.
easily enough replaced. But
And Michael also got himself Michelin decals for the Escort and some tyre chalk decal sets in 124th and 112 for some future builds.
Very nice. Very nice.
I ought to try getting some of these sidewall,
The tire sidewalls.
the chalk things for the 112 tyres and stuff.
Uh,
Because they're obviously, a lot of the cars we build are racing cars and stuff, and they're all marked up, aren't they, normally? So.
yeah. Yeah, no, they can certainly enhance the model.
And I think this is the last up from Michael, and some Pro Scale paint and Zoom on detail sets.
Here we
Yes,
go.
some Pro Scale paint there, and what's he got there? Lots of stickers for the Porsche, Toyota. Got himself some Zoom on drill bits, carpet set there. Looks like some rivets of some description. Is that some carbon of some description? Most things.
oh yeah, there's some red carbon.
And a helmet there from Ayrton Senna as well. Look.
Oh, here we go. Very cool. Very cool.
I wonder what scale that helmet is. It doesn't. Oh, it is 120th. I can just see on the bottom. That's cool. A nice haul there.
I think the helmet is 120th, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, 120th. Yes. Next up, we've got Mark Lunchman. It says, my buying ban was released for Telford.
It's also convenient. Everybody's buying ban was released from Telford.
Yeah, that was lucky as well.
Yeah. It says, first up was a nice little haul from UMP. There's some sanding sticks, primers, tape holder, airbrush holder, and some hand drill bits. Yeah, she's got the primers there. It's the tape holders and airbrush holder.
Very cool.
Sanding sticks and they're the tungsten drill bits. Got to be very careful with those because they will snap quite easily if you put any sideways pressure on them. But yeah, other than that, the nice sharp drills. What else did Mark get? He's got a few here, I think. Next was a Flak 88 bunker along with some shrubs, grass and trees and some AK dry ground terrain.
All right. So he has a Flak 88 kit, which he wants built in there?
Yeah, I'm assuming so. But he's
Yeah.
going to use it for something else. But yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
It's pretty cool, that, isn't it, to be fair? Very nice.
No, it's going on. Oh yeah, I've built that one before.
Yeah. Also
Very nice.
bought a resin shell for the Talbot Sunbeam along with the Atelier Mark II Escort, which will provide the chassis. This is for a commission build for a friend. Thankfully, no time limit on this as it's going to need a lot of scratch building to complete it. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, that's a brave project. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to need a bit of work, that, isn't it? By the looks of things, but
Yeah. Well, it's an old car.
yeah. I was looking at the actual the resin cast shell for
Yeah,
this.
no, I'm looking at that myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I need a bit of love, TLC, that is.
Yeah.
Be cool to see how that comes out, Mark. And next up, last on the Telford boys was some nice bargains. First was the Airfix 172nd Black Book Avro Vulcan.
Which is a beautiful plane.
Yeah. Next up was the deal of the weekend was a Tammy 112 McLaren Honda MP46, which is in the background. There's a bit of a story that where we had our club table in Telford, we were right on the end next to a second-hand model kit supplier, and they had 2 of those on the shelf, and I think it was the Ferrari.
Yeah.
So they were up for a very good price. I mean, a very good price. I says to Mark, that's cheap. And he went and got the one kit. The box was slightly better condition than this. Brought it back. We opened the box up and the body was broken in half.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so because the other one was still there, I said I'd take that back. So took it back and he swapped it for this one, which is all intact, thankfully. So, and the company just stuck the other one back on the shelf and sold it. But
Yeah.
but that's another story. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
so that was
Always
the
always check.
MP40. Sorry, what was that?
Always check.
Yeah, always check. Yes. And yeah, thanks, Alan. Picked me up the new 124th Lancia Delta S4 Group B rally car with the new detail upset as well. Cool build when you get around to that one. And I think finally, from Mark,
Finally.
lastly, was a
Oh,
wee
no.
boy from the local model shop. Seen one of these built and really liked it, so I got it. The Hobby Boss 135th Delta Force FAV. This is not staying camo coloured.
Oh, I heard about the plans he has for that. I'm looking forward to that. That's a cool buck.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Just a bit. I mean, again, it's because it's so I suppose military based. So that's the scale. Is it 1/35?
Yeah,
Quite
yeah.
small. But yeah, a nice little dial or something. I'm sure. So that was everything from Mark.
All right.
We've got Chris. He says picked up this kit, the Edward 148 P39N Air. Is that Air Cobra?
Aero Cobra.
That looks pretty cool.
Hmm.
Very cool. Looks cool. I love it.
Very nice. And anything else? And no. Oh, next up is
Here we go.
Oh, God. Here we go.
some pre-Telford purchases from Mr. P. Yes, the stash is thinning out slowly. But
Yes,
Dan,
mainly coming my direction.
so Dan had one of my Z4s off me, the Castrol Celica GT4, the Porsche 917K, and the Porsche 935 K3. All very nice kits.
Very cool. Very cool.
Dan also got, whilst
Oh,
at
I love that.
Telford,
Oh, I love that Renault.
this guy, yeah, when we saw this, we were saying, "Oh, Roland would love this."
They're an Ebro kit as well, Roland. So it's a brand new.
I know. I built a couple of them. I've never built that one. I've never built the Fourgonette, but I've built some of the Renault 4s from.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're very cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah,
I
Dan
drove one. I in Germany, I drove. And I had one of those. Rusted, and when you looked at it, but boy, it didn't die.
yeah, it's a little Renault 4 there, which is a brand new kit, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah.
That was a good price as well, wasn't it, to be fair?
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it came in under 40 quid.
Yeah, well, I think there's 2 boxes. One was 60 quid and one was 40 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think when they scanned them, they were all 40. They were all
Yeah.
discounted to 40.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
they're just.
Yeah, Ebros are not cheap, but yeah, that's a good price.
Yeah, he got himself the old Bristol Scout, I say, because of Peter's one.
Yeah.
And then he's gone and done something very silly, and he's gone and bought himself a boat.
Well,
Two
not
of
just
them.
one.
But
Yeah.
2.
Interesting story when you finish this section, Alan.
So the SS Yorktown and the USS Enterprise.
Enterprise, yeah, CV5 and CV6.
Yeah, but not the one that goes in space.
No, I'll come to that in a second.
Yeah, he's also got himself the North American P51D Mustang.
48 scale.
Is it 48? 48, that's a bit big for you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it was a good price. So
And the Supermarine Spitfire, is that 48 as well?
that's 48 as well. Yeah, yeah. The Mark 18.
It must be this, bigger scale things must be catching on with you, Dan.
Something's going wrong. Yeah.
Something's going wrong.
So some good-
Interesting bit of trivia for you.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Just go back to that, please, Alan. interesting bit of trivia for you, Star Trek wise. We all know about USS Enterprise.
Yes.
When the first movie, when you have the USS Enterprise is refitted, and we obviously had a model of that as well. The refitted Enterprise wasn't called the Enterprise; it was called the Yorktown.
Oh,
And it was renamed the USS Enterprise. Well,
Okay.
yeah, just thought I'd mention that.
Cool. Very cool. And yes, this makes me very happy.
There you go.
And Dan has acquired a Model Factory
Oh,
Hero kit in 1/20th.
Is this your first, Dan?
Model Factory Hero. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you.
it's been open.
So you're
It's
going
a-
to
it's
pop your cherry finally.
Right.
It's a full box of scary parts, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I opened the box the other day, and it was like there's 2 sprues of injection molded plastic. It's like, oh, that's not too bad. But then you take the next layer out, and then it's just a box of a million bits of metal and and white. And it's like, oh, okay, put it all back in the box.
Welcome to our world.
You will enjoy that. You will enjoy it.
You will actually, yeah.
You've got some good pictures now as well.
I know.
Much to a certain person's chagrin.
Which is somebody else's disappointment. Sorry, not sorry. Next up, we have Dusty's Model Workshop. It says, I had a fair bit show up this month. He's got the DasWorks 1/16 Path Wagon, which I'm looking forward to build, as I've seen some amazing reviews of the kit.
16 scale, that's big.
Yes, the box
Yeah,
dwarfs the
big.
1/35th boxes too.
Yeah.
Yes. A Master Box 1/35th German 1944-45 tank crew for my interior Tiger. 2 Magic Factory 1/35th M2A4 Bradley M6 linebacker. And an M2 Sharad, is it? Sharad prototype in one kits. Trumpeter 1/35th Object 477XM2 Russian prototype. Wow. Well, that's going to be huge. Look at that thing. The size of the box.
16 scale, yeah, it's big.
I love it. I love it.
That'll fill out the room.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
some
tank destroyer, that is.
yeah, some nice stuff there, isn't there?
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Is that the pronounced object? Is it read like that? Is it, or is it because it's Russian? Is it? I don't know. Do they pronounce it
I
differently?
don't know. You're asking the wrong person. Panzer's in the chat. He could be able to tell you that.
Yeah, some very nice stuff anyway. Nice stuff from Dusty. And we've got some more. What have we got down here? It says also had a Rife Build 1/35th ABM's interior for my M1A2 set V3 kit. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Wow. 1/35th.
Yeah.
That looks
Wow.
detailed, small enough.
That's a lot of detail for 1/35th kit.
Yeah.
Yes. That's good.
It's the pronunciation, Panzer, of object. Can you just go back to that object one, please, Alan?
A Russian object.
Russian object. Is object the right pronunciation? Do you know?
I don't know. He'll get back to us. He'll get back to us.
You will.
Next up, we've got our very own
There
Rollins.
you go. A nice
It
alpha.
says the Alfa Romeo Giulietta Sprint GTA was on my wish list for some time. Finally pulled the trigger. Tamiya in 1/24th. That's such a gorgeous looking car.
It is. It just is.
Yeah, just beautiful car, isn't it? It's nothing much saying. It'd be a nice build up as well.
I opened it, looked in the box. Looks a good kit as well.
Oh, you've got one, have you?
Going up. There'll be a review going up this weekend.
Cool.
Are you doing it in the red as well, Roland, when you do it?
Oh, I will. Oh, I will.
Okay,
What
Panzer
other
says, Panzer says the spelling is different. It's OBJEKT is the correct description.
Okay.
How it's pronounced is difficult to get across in
That's written with
a
a K.
text comment. But
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah.
thanks, Panzer. Cheers.
Next up, Roland says also got some Ammo 2K for no other reason than this is the only Model 2K I can get here, as well as some Mr. Colour GX2 and a Tamiya scraper because one of the bad influences of a certain Mr. What? Why do I always get the bad rep here? That's terrible. Mr. Parker, 2K and black tested already and both work well.
Yeah, I'm very happy with that 2K, I must say.
It works for you.
I say I might give it a go. I say when I need some more.
And it's you don't need as much, you don't need the 4 layers or whatever. It if you play your cards right, you get away with 2 layers and it comes out beautiful. And that GX2 black is fantastic.
I'm just curious, Roll, did you only buy one pot of that?
I only bought 1 pot to test it. Yeah, I'll buy more.
Yeah. Can you get that in Africa now or not?
Yeah, I got that from a
Okay, you didn't bring it back with you from when you were on your
basically around the corner, 1,200 kilometers. Yeah.
yeah. That's cool. And that's all from Roland this month. And
Good.
next up, we've got Sean White.
Here we go.
I
Idaho.
enjoyed Telford this year and made a few purchases. First up is a mixed bunch of kits, a couple of 120th F1 kits and a couple of 124th kits. So he's got the Jordan 191 in 120th and the Brabham VT50 in 120th. He's got the Braun Porsche 962 from Hasegawa in 124th and the Land Rover from Revell in 124th as well.
Well, you enjoy building 3 of those.
That Land Rover has 184 parts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And and there's you can get lots of aftermarket for that Land Rover as well. There's all is it C1? Is it C1 Racing or something? They do a complete.
Oh, he does, yeah. Or is that for one of the other Land? Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, I know the one you're on
I'm
about.
sure it's for the 110, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Repsol Braun Porsche is nice as well. Do you like that? I like that scheme.
Ah, it's a nice
The
scheme.
decals are good in that, Sean. Yeah. Good little haul there. And what else have we got from Sean? Let's have a look. He says, Telford.
I've got to be honest with you, I fancy getting these myself. Really do.
Oh no, they are beautiful.
Yeah.
And I bet what in 124th they're going to be a fair size too.
Oh, there are, but geez, are they nice?
Yeah.
But they are MHAR kits, so.
How is it? Are they not good? I've never had an MHAR kit.
I built MHAR aircraft kits years ago, and they're they require some work.
Okay.
I mean, I've never heard of them, so I'd have to have a look.
For me, they're very reminiscent of dinky toys, don't you think?
Yeah. But yeah,
how they look on the box.
How they look,
it's just such a different subject at that scale as well, isn't it? You don't get anything in 124th, normally, do we, on this sort of stuff?
Like
yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
I love that. I love that recovery truck. Oh, that's just right down there.
I fancy getting them myself.
Yeah. When are these going to be built, Sean? That's the next question. When's the next question? Oh. Next up, also picked up Revell 112th Camaro. Wow.
Right.
112th.
112th.
Yeah. It's like the Mach 1 now. It's also 112, which I have here. They are huge boxes.
Yeah. That'll be a beast, that. It says also picked up some paint, something a little different with the garage diorama kit.
Cool.
So, DIY miniature house. Okay.
Oh, it's a garage workshop.
Yeah, garage workshop. Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
Just say what scale it is, no?
Doesn't actually sound there, does it? Not that I can see, PJ.
Okay.
He's got himself some SMS paints, some MRP paints, and some Mr. Surfacer in the rattle cam.
All right.
Nice little haul again. And what else has Sean got? Also won a few bits over there on Veterinus, all 125th except the panel truck, which is 124th. He's got himself the Chevy Caprice,
a lot of them.
The Roadrunner there, the Duster, the Chevy, the Nova, the Fairlane,
427.
the Jeep Wrangler, and the Ford panel truck.
That 427 passes everything but a petrol station.
Yeah. Yeah, some nice models there too.
Very nice. Very nice.
And lastly, some 124th auction wins.
Here we go.
So the Super GT and Castrol there.
Yeah,
So the Skyline there from Fujimi, the R32. He's got himself a Hilux Surf and a double cab lift up Hilux as well.
very nice, very nice.
Quite a haul there, Sean, to be fair.
I'll say.
Yeah.
I think Sean wins it there on kits this
I think he
month.
does. I think he does. That's
Yeah.
And that
Was
is
a close call with some others, you know, like Dom and Dane.
But that is it for this month. And what have you been buying?
Oh, fantastic. You guys have certainly
Cool.
been going for it. Some very, very nice models. I mean, I love that recovery truck, that Bedford. Oh, love it.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
actually must look out for it if I see it here somewhere. Really, really cool. Fantastic. I saw that some people had some reactions in the chat as well. If you want to have a quick go at that, Dan.
Yeah, there's quite a bit to catch up on. Going right back to Graham French is in, saying evening call.
And Graham.
How's it?
Everyone's well. Andy says, yeah, Galeri markers are great. I have some. Michi is in, saying evening all.
Hey, Michi.
Hey, Michi.
Keith is in, saying evening everyone.
Hey,
Hope you're all
Keith.
Keith.
well. Philip H says, wow, I remember building Matchbox kits.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Oh,
we
I
all?
still have got two here in the stash.
Jane says, what's the gun called, Alan?
What gun? I'm confused on that one.
Digsby says the Matchbox.
Oh, I don't know.
I think is 1974.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was late 70s, early 70s, yeah.
Yeah, Nigel T says, yep, defo, which I guess is regards to lighting up the Wi-Fi thingy.
Yeah.
Jet says, Dominique, just building one of those Austin armored cars on my channel.
Oh, that looks amazing. I love those World War I armored cars. There's a Rolls Royce also floating around somewhere.
Yeah. I need to get one at some point. Dave Robinson says, what's a splatter tool?
I can tell you that. It's you know the technique of you get a toothbrush, dip it in paint, and run your thumbnail across it to splatter. Okay, it's like that, but there's different gradients of brush on each side. So you get,
All right.
Companies
get small splatters and thick splatters. So.
Yeah, they'll try and sell you anything basically.
Yeah.
Dominique says that's good. I'll take a look. Dominique says, "Oh, that French thing. There will be a video on my channel next week." Okay.
All right. Here we go.
Stephen Byrne says, "Evening all. I'm in work, so listening between deliveries."
Hi, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen.
Mark says, "Yes, the Flak 88 is built and figured."
Oh yeah. Oh, here we go.
One says, "Room for one more."
Always.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Juan. How you doing, mate?
Yeah. Pop in.
Mark says, yeah, the Ebro kits have gone bust.
Yeah.
Yes. Then I know that production out Ebro.
Sometime ago.
Yeah. Jet says, hey PJ, really looking forward to what you can do with that plane.
Oh yeah, me too.
Last one you did, the biplane was very beautiful. It was.
Yeah, you'll see it later.
Philip H saying, I remember Dan saying he would not get an MFH kit. I said, I never said never. Or I did say never say never.
Squirm.
Don't have a recording for that, but don't believe it.
In all fairness to Danny, didn't have much choice in this one. So.
Exactly.
Oh, you put him into it, did you? You Allened him, did you?
No, don't look at it. Nothing to do with me.
It was nothing to do with Alan.
Do with me.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't have any choice. That's all.
I had no choice. And yeah, the people who were involved now, they're on my hit list.
Wasn't me.
Jet says, I don't buy model kits anymore. I've got about 200 and I'm already almost 65. So I'm just going to live off my pile. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
We were talking about earlier, actually.
You have 200. Oh, then I still have some space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
quite
getting close to
200.
Yeah. Panzercat, what was the question? One says, just me, or is it way more South African in here this week? Well, there's no South Africans in here.
No.
Exactly.
We've got someone that lives there, but he's not South African.
Yes.
Yeah. Mike Hasselrow says, evening, everyone. Bit late, been battening down hatches. You better get around and batten down mine as well.
Yeah. It's starting to blow like mad here at the moment.
Yeah. Dave Robinson, how do Russians pronounce Object 477 XM2? Just like that.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Philip H says, yeah, same for me. Alpha models keep producing really interesting cars, so I have to buy them. Panda says, object is the correct description.
Okay.
Dom says, RFM kits are really very good and lots of details. Wayne Holmes is in saying, hi all, hope everyone's well and
Other
good.
Wayne.
Hi, wait. Again, put it.
Dave Robinson says, Russians call their prototypes after the prototype documents number.
All right.
Okay. Keith says, same here. Devon, we've got a red warning for wind. Yeah,
So all down the west coast it is.
Yeah, all the way up to Severn as well, where we are. Dave Robinson says, yeah, the BMPT was called the Object 199. Philip says, Mr. Color paints are excellent. They are indeed.
Yeah.
Dom says the ammo MIG paint isn't bad either. I want to try the 2K.
Yeah.
Dave Robinson says T14 was Object 148, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Philip H says C1 did a James Bond conversion for Land Rover. Yeah, that was
is that what they do? Okay.
Yeah. Panzer says Soviets use Object as prototypes for production builds. 95% of prototypes are rejected for production. Object 279 is a classic example. Okay. Dave says not wrong. Jeff Lloyd says Bedford recovery truck is a great kit.
All right, Jeff. If I can get it, I will get it.
Dominique has fallen in love with a 112 scale Camaro.
Yeah. There you go.
Dave says the 477 was the one competing for the T95.
All right.
And Ian says actually the MHAR trucks practically snap together and are super kits.
All right.
There we go.
There you go.
Mark says the garage is similar to Michelle's Bucknook street scene. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sean says the MHAR kits are on Jadlin for 25 quid each. Well, that's a bargain as well. So yeah.
Can you?
But if they're 25 quid each and Ian says they're good kits, that's a definite bargain. Yeah.
There you go.
Dave says, thank you, PJ. Sean said, had my first MFH 112 full detail kit arrived today. Didn't have time to get a picture of it. Picked up the Lotus 99T.
The next month.
Cool.
Peter says, Sean White, awesome. Welcome to the fascinating, frustrating world of MFH.
Well, all I'm gonna say, Sean, is you need to get yourself in the clubhouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
And come and sit down with the rest of us building these Model Factory Hero kits. Well, not all of us, in all fairness. It's
No.
We're not all doing it, but you know what I mean. You'll find lots of useful help and stuff there. There's a few there, people that have built them, myself included, Peter, Jamie. Yeah, so. But anybody's welcome in the clubhouse. Absolutely.
And me. I've built MFH before now. Just saying.
Okay, I'll let you off on that one. You built one or two.
Philip H says, thumbs up 42. Come on, getting close to PJ having to wear a Santa hat.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, if you guys have missed it, if we get 50 likes, then PJ will wear a Santa hat.
50 likes, not
greater than 50
likes, not 50 people watching.
Greater than 50.
Get it right.
That is, don't try to wiggle your way out of this. Put on
greater than 100 Santa costume.
Andy, get people to dial in and put the thumbs up, mate. Quick.
No.
I need another 8.
Yeah, we can do it.
Your mum, your dad, your sister, kids down the street.
Yeah, PJ is really looking forward to that. Yeah.
Great Scott.
And
yes, we're all caught up on the chat.
Oh, fantastic. Alan put it in.
Yeah.
We can find where we were. That's fantastic. So I love that. I love your comments. I certainly love the what have you bought section. But we obviously always have a section which is for me particularly interesting. And that is the section of the stuff which you guys have built in the past, which is now not in the finished model section, which we'll come to later, but is the models of yesteryear. And I know PJ is very keen to show them to you. So PJ, over to you.
Okay, well, as soon as I can find what I'm doing, because I've not done this.
Oh, no, I didn't expect you to. That's fine.
Is that sharing?
Yeah,
it is.
I was just thinking as well, PJ.
Go on.
You need to find like just a little red cap and just stick it on top of your head because you've already got the white trim bit.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, models from yesteryear. Okay, first up is Dutch Dave. He says, let me just go to this. Yeah, that's what he's put up. And this is the 116 scratch built Lehestra. Best pronunciation I can give you. Tracked motorcycle and bike girl from Armour 35. I worked on it during the pandemic. I saw the real vehicle on a Facebook post and was really intrigued by it. I tried to look for drawings and came across 112 drawings from a kit by Pink Tank. I scaled those down and then made the whole thing from parts box, sprue and styrene sheets.
Pretty cool, man.
Complete scratch built. Cool. Even her. Okay. Moving on. Okay, this is a bit of an opus, so we'll see what we can do with this.
Wow.
Something unusual. My 250 chain boat built from paper and card, which is this thing down here. Okay. Do you want me to read the history? Because he's given a bit of a history here.
Yeah, go on, go for it. Go for it,
Oh,
PJ.
thanks
Go
a
for
lot. Cheers, mate. Chain boat navigation is a little known chapter in the history of shipping in European rivers. From around the middle of the 19th century, vessels called chain boats were used to haul barges upstream by using a fixed heavy chain lying on the bed of a river. Chain was raised from the riverbed to pass over the deck, being hauled by a heavy winch powered by a steam engine. The system was used on shallow but fast-flowing rivers, but only for the upstream tour. For the downstream trip, some kind of water jets were also installed. This one was built around 1900 for the river Main in southern Germany. Is that correct pronunciation, Roland? Main? And used until obsolete in 1921. The final length of the chain was 196 miles.
Wow. It's a long chain.
Okay. I started this model in 2013 when the kit was released from MB Models, but it stalled. Simply, it was too much time consuming than it looks. With the COVID lockdown in 2020, I happily found more time for modeling, and it was finished within 4 weeks. Background is a blown up old postcard. Motivation for the build was my late father's story when he saw, as a kid in 1938, the last boat collecting the forgotten chain from the riverbed. Thanks for listening to the long story, Rolf.
That's a pretty cool story, though, isn't it? To be fair.
Yeah. It's done a bit of history on it. Yeah. But that's what was built there. It's made out of paper and card.
That's cool.
Yeah, but even back then, that must have been quite an engineering feat to lay a chain, that sort of length.
Yeah.
And stuff, Wow.
Absolutely fascinating. It really is. Okay. Oh, there's another picture of it, so I didn't see that.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
Absolutely. Really good. I like that.
Yeah, that's very interesting actually.
Christopher built this Revel monogram 148 B29 Super Fortress back in 2015, painted with AK True metal buffable paint. This was a re-release.
Oh, huge as well, isn't it?
They are pretty big, yeah.
Ouch. That's in the Mexican
Nice,
sunshine.
well.
As usual. Oh, there's another one here, sorry. Didn't see that one either. Well done.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
Big
good
old
one.
motors on those, weren't they? Old radials, weren't they, on those, were they?
Yep.
Wow. So, I don't know, were they?
They were a Wright Cyclone or 20 something, I think.
This is an interesting thing. This is
Yeah.
from Sylvia. This is my 172nd Convair XFY1 Pogo, built in 1998. I thought it was a tester, but Skamer says it's from KP. That fact I had simply forgotten. It is a curious VTOL project from 1954, and the model need not much space in the cabinet, despite it's a huge thing. For me, the Pogo is a materialized nightmare for parking in reverse. Cool.
Yeah.
That's one picture. She's got another one, I think. I'll have to go back to the. Yeah, there's. Oh, there you go.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
That's an odd.
And then, you know, you got to think back then. You know, the things they were trying, some crazy stuff, weren't they?
Oh yeah. All pre-space flight, which is evidently what that was coming to. There was something from a Mr. Croak. Okay. This month, I'll go for the Revel 124 Porsche 934. This was the first video build on the channel. That's the Dan Cave channel. I
Yes,
really need to build another.
It's a fantastic model.
Well, funny you should say that, Dan. I have one of those in a box up here.
Which one have you got?
The Jägermeister. Exactly the same. It's a new Tamiya kit.
Oh, it's the Tamiya one.
Yeah, I've got the in 124th. Yeah.
Right.
I built the Jägermeister myself before, and I still have the Martini here in the box.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've still got the Martini one. It's the green one I want to try and get at some point available.
The Valiant, yeah.
Yeah.
It even comes with photo etch, this one as well.
Oh. So have you done your sales pitch?
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Yeah.
Gotta
get in there when you can. Gotta get in there when you can.
Yeah, I'm sure. Dustin's Model Workshop. He says he doesn't know whether this counts. It does actually, because I've checked. This is 135th Rifles 1943 Kursk Tiger 1. I think it was my first dabble into rifle kits about 8 or 9 years ago. It's back out as I'm gonna add a crew to it, as the interior feels like it's lacking something. Where are we? I wasn't aware at the time that the Ammo MiG went a little crazy with the exterior paint choice, and I followed it. From what I remember, it was painted with a mix of Ammo MiG, AK, and Tamiya paint. Everything was out of the box apart from the tracks, which were from Friel metal track replacements. I've been an avid fan of rifle kits ever since.
It looks actually very nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's all. Nicely weathered that as well, isn't it?
I think there's a second picture just behind it. Oh no, there isn't. Oh yes, the interior.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
I was hugely impressed how well built the kit was. The whole roof and upper front plate had a snug fit and can be removed to show the entire interior and the hull and turret. The fighting compartment, deck, floor, engine, fuel tanks, radiators, and coolant tanks can also be removed, showing how well engineered the kit truly is.
Oh, that's amazing.
Was test fitting the crew in this pit.
Right.
Well, you can just see him at the front there.
Has got his head on yet.
No, there's a headless crew.
There's a guy over here as well. So a couple of guys actually. But yeah, so
very cool. Very cool. I like that.
There's a lot of kit in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got here.
Oh, look at that.
This is interesting. It's from Rally Chef's model shed.
Wow.
One of my favorite builds. He doesn't actually tell us when he built this. When you're putting stuff in this section, can you please remember just tell us when you built it?
Yeah, more or less.
Well, Ian's in the chat, so I'm sure he'll pop it in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need the week or the month. It's just approximate years, something like that. One of my favorite builds from my A.W. Jenkinson fleet of trucks that is built, a logging wagon and drag. The 124th Italeri Scania cab kit has been stretched to make a flatbed. Trailer was scratch built, log bolsters 3D printed, and aftermarket crane fitted. Load is hamster chews from a local pet shop. Custom decals as ever from Dodger Decals.
All right.
There you go, 3 years ago.
3 years ago, Ian built that, yeah.
As you just mentioned, that's in the chat. Yeah.
Very cool.
So I remember that when you built that, Ian, to be fair.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, it does look really
good. I love the hamster
really
chews.
Yeah. Just shows you can utilize anything for modeling.
Yeah.
And that is it, I'm afraid.
Very, very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. I like that a lot. Yeah, no, that's really cool. It's really cool. Right, Dan, there's very little to catch up on. Will you just do the honors?
Yeah, it's PJ wearing his Christmas pants.
Getting there. Five left, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm saying
come on, a
nothing.
few more likes. We're nearly there.
Bunch of bastards. That's what I'm saying.
Bunch of bar stewards.
That's it.
I've got to log in on my phone now just to put one in. Sorry.
Oh, that's not fair. Come on.
All for a good cause, PJ. All for a good cause.
All for a good cause.
Hang on.
Yeah.
What's the good cause?
Let me
The stream,
Having
the
a
health
laugh.
of the stream.
Having a laugh,
you
PJ.
know.
That's the good cause.
Oh,
let me get my mobile out.
oh
Yeah.
God, oh, that's it. Jeez.
How many other names do I impersonate?
Sorry, but how do I put? This could be why people don't put like. How do you put likes on? Ah, there we go. Oh no, I've just. It takes a like off because I've already liked it. Oh God.
Yeah, if
Not-
you're using the same channel on your phone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Model kit beginner. There we go. And we're live. I'll give.
Gotta be done, folks. Come on, come on.
There
Get
we
us
go, there's another one.
over there. How
I
many?
hate
Did
you
we say
people.
50? Was it? How many we up to?
Honestly, I reckon I could
We're in the
throw.
high 40s. We must be close.
Honestly, I reckon I could throw a rock out of this window and hit 3 better friends than you.
What, you think we're your friends? Oh, that's nice.
That's not gonna happen.
For you.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing stuff which we just saw there. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
are really good model builders.
Yeah, some
Really.
beautiful models out there. Yeah,
That's really cool.
I really must remember to put one of mine in now and again.
Yeah. Now, people are always wondering, how do we actually get there? What do you guys, how do you get models so good? Well, there's one section where we can have a look at that. And that's the section what you're busy with, which I think we should have a look at, because then we can see the steps to the finished product. Dan, would you do us the honors?
It's funny you should say that. I was just
It's almost like it's scripted.
but wasn't. But I could see where he was leading, so
Yeah,
I could read the room, as they say.
Yeah, the segue was a bit obvious, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So this month's work in progress. So as a recap to the rules, just to remind people, this is your work in progress. Please only post your own work and not that of others. Although we will make exceptions for people who aren't on Facebook. If they ever wanted stuff posted, we can facilitate that if necessary.
Yeah.
And post only one image per subject each week. This will prevent the prolific builders amongst us from dominating the segment. And you can do 2 works in progress per month. So there you go. So anyway, let's start with Alan Matthew Thomas, who has been busy with the Aoshima Zonda F in 24th scale.
Oh, right. I have that one.
Build this one, or rather the past few months due to the issues with the kit. Also because of some of those issues, I decided to do a bit of custom build since there's so many personalized ones, calling this the Zonda AMT. Okay.
All right.
Definitely see a lot of carbon fiber there, so there's some bravery.
Wasn't there some problem with the body fitting?
Yeah,
Alan?
it's quite common with those kits to have issues like that. But yeah,
I love that wing structure at the back. Very cool.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it works out in the end.
Yeah.
I think it'll be nice with all that carbon on it. So then it's the one and only Michelle McCullough, who's working on Mavis from Hotel Transylvania in 12th scale, which is a 3D printed resin.
All right. Looking forward to that. That's already starts looking nice.
Yeah, it's quite a creepy stare on it. So very good.
Yeah. That's how it should be.
Dutch Dave's model bench.
Yeah.
Has been working on the Renaissance GB here on YouTube. The Renaissance, by me.
Yeah, the Renaissance.
Building a 135th Adler KFZ 13 armored car from Bronco Models 35032. Okay kit with few direction issues in the instructions on where to position parts, including a PE set.
All right. All right. Very cool. Very cool.
Also, it looks like they've got the flag structure on the front fenders as well. That's quite
Yeah.
that's quite nice. I like that.
Very nice. Very, very cool.
Pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah.
I love it that we're seeing more and more of the less common known, not only the Tigers and the
it's not just all Spitfires and Panzers.
Yeah.
Scale model Chris, evening all. I had to put the Alpha SB2 on hold as I forgot that I said to the wife I would build her a little red truck hauling a Christmas tree. Everything now all painted up. Fire scale red leather for the body. No clear coat as it has a nice satin finish. Beige for the interior. Decided to texture the rear bed. All other parts were stripped of chrome and resprayed in various metal and metallic colors. Thanks for looking. Hopefully this will be finished by Friday.
Cool.
All right. Well,
that's good.
not quite sure. I saw it this Friday, today.
And that is the Fuchs kit, isn't it? That's the
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Chris again. So second build on the bench at the moment is the Alpha SP2. Oh yeah, in that beautiful color. And a 3D printed Ferrari 250 GTO also in that color.
That's that baby one there.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Both painted up in the sterling moss livery, a bit of a now and then. Fire scale modeler UDT Lacedale Green. Custom decals are both kindly made by a friend. 2K has gone down on both. Interior on the SP2, I didn't fancy all the carbon. So I've gone really simple. Black primer and chocolate and golden brown leather color for a bit of contrast.
Looks really good.
Yeah, it came out very cool.
The funny thing is Anthony Rico is doing the same style build without either of us knowing that we were doing it.
Wow.
All right.
Bit of synergy.
That's
Happens.
quite spooky, actually, in a way.
It is, yeah.
And Willie Measuresmith, my 172nd Junkers JU88 progressed well, and it's on its own wheels, but still many fiddly jobs to do.
172. Yeah, there are fiddly jobs to do for sure.
It's a nice kit though. Goes together well.
Yeah.
I like them kits.
Cool.
Yeah, nice little bit of editing as well. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So Nigel has got the Tallieri Rolls-Royce Phantom 2 124th going for a two-tone burgundy and black paint job.
Wow.
That one, yeah, I saw that kit before. Never built it.
Torpedo Cabriolet, as the box describes it, the Rolls-Royce Phantom 2. Wow.
Pretty cool, that is.
It's a car.
Yeah,
It's a cool car.
I like that.
Has kind of a menacing look to it. I love it.
Glue Sniff Garage, evening all. Been working on this Tamiya 124 VW Beetle. It's seen better days, I'll say that for it.
Yeah. Don't want to be too critical, but I think
I've done a version of that as well.
Yeah. Bodyworks painted with AK rust paint, sprayed with hairspray, then painted Mr. Color light blue. Scrubbed away some of the paint to reveal the rust underneath.
that came out very cool.
Yeah, that's good proper chipping, that is.
Yeah.
That's the process. You put the AK rust or whatever rust paints underneath.
Yeah.
Put a coat of what?
Hairspray.
Okay.
Hairspray, and then paint your whatever you want on top, and then just use some water sometimes.
Does it have to be like a water-based paint or something?
No, it works with lacquers as well.
No.
Okay, so that won't eat the lacquers. That won't eat through the hairspray to the. No. Okay, cool.
I suppose it deserves another picture.
Yeah, it has seen better days.
Good though. Does look good.
Oh, and it's the Millgate bloke. Look at him.
Oh.
Started work on an easy, straightforward build, a Tamiya 12 scale Honda F1 RA273 from 1967. painted in Mr. Surface's 1500 and Zero Paint Honda Racing White. Covered in diamond finish 2K, decals by IndyCal. Should be a quick, no-nonsense build.
Yeah, I have that
He
kit.
started this last weekend as well, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like a machine at the moment.
Yes.
He is. Just chucking them out.
Looking good, though. Looking good.
Very good.
Yeah. Sorry, what was that, Al?
I said it's looking good.
Yeah. So Mr. Runciman started the Hobby Boss FAV and was 85% built when I not once but twice dropped it. Broke the cage in several places, managed to lose several suspension parts on the floor. Now MIA. Really enjoyed building it up, and the color made it look very different and cool. New kit is on its way to start again and hopefully finish in one piece.
Yes. I think he dropped it on the floor a couple of times, didn't he?
Yeah.
It
Why not
happens.
drop it?
Yeah, so it's one of those things where you need to make sure when you're modeling and doing delicate parts of the modeling that you need to make sure you're modeling over your bench, but not over your lap.
Yeah.
So I had a bit of a chat with Mark on that subject. You know, it's about trying to keep your workspace where you're working
Yeah.
clear enough that you can actually work on your workspace.
And definitely not in midair.
Yes.
Yeah. And will we ever
there? Nice segue.
Yeah.
After the FAV disaster, Mark started on the Airfix 72nd scale Lightning. After a slight mishap with the primer, and thanks to Alan for guiding me to recover it, the plane is pretty much complete. Now all the decals to add.
Yeah, that'll keep you going.
Yeah.
Very cool. That silver came out very nicely there.
Yeah, it's a nice silver.
Yeah, he primed it and that, but all the primer cracked.
Okay.
And sort of separated a little bit, and he didn't really know how best to tackle it, so we got it all stripped back off in the end and started from scratch. Some nice light coats of primer, let them dry between coats, build it up, and that's the outcome of it. So he's getting there with it.
So what's Chris got?
Wow.
The Tacom 35th Panzer 1A. 2 evenings work so far.
All right. I mean, one evening.
There's a lot of parts for that.
Complex on that, actually, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. One evening was the tracks.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's practically finished now. All the fiddly bits are done.
Mm.
Oh, and as mentioned earlier, yes, the Hasegawa Porsche 962C.
That's a cool scheme. I do like the Yokohama scheme. I'll be honest with you. It's simple, cool.
It looked shinier when I saw it earlier.
It has now been 2K'd.
That would explain it then.
Yeah. So this is pre-2K, and the decals were done last weekend.
All right.
However, I did, funnily enough, actually spotted a mistake in their decal scheme. So that driver, Chris Nissen, is actually Danish. So on the real car, it's got a Danish flag instead of a German flag.
No, he's not German. No, yeah.
So the Germans are off taking over Denmark.
Well, basically.
I'll say nothing more than that.
Yeah.
And then, as mentioned at the outset, the Valum 72nd scale Avro Anson C19 with wings from the Airfix Mark 1. So, so that's progressive.
Very cool.
Are those masking tape seatbelts, Dan?
Yeah.
Does the job, doesn't it?
Yeah. 72nd scale, you once you have the canopy on.
You're not gonna know any different, are you, to be fair?
Yeah, very cool.
Like on some kits, if it's open, sometimes I'll cut a tiny little piece of photo etch square, just a blob on the end of the seatbelt.
Yeah.
They look perfect for 72nd scale.
No.
But yeah, works quite well.
No, that's very cool.
Dusty's Model Workshop. It's a tank with a gazebo. There you go. Hope to call out a good start to December. Over last one, I was trying to get my 2 Merkavas finished. This one is the 35th Meng Merkava Mark IV with an anti-drone cage. It's a gazebo. Come on.
Yeah.
Painted in AK real color IDF modern gray. Still got to finish the cage. and apply a second coat. Tracks are in Citadel color steel grey, as Israel doesn't put the protective black coat on their track links. Still got the trophy to paint and a few other bits too.
I can see mini grapes on, going on the,
Yeah, or a
on the
barbecue.
gazebo.
Yeah, a mini art barbecue under the gazebo.
So what? So they say it's an anti-drone, but how is that going to be an anti-drone? I mean, I take it we're talking the big military type drones now.
I presume it's where the drone actually physically, because they're using the drones as basically kamikaze drones, aren't they?
Yeah.
And they aim for the turret. I take it then.
Yeah, they're kind of almost like field-made drones with some explosive device attached to them. So they just literally.
What, and the big sticky out
Basically,
thing's not a bit of a giveaway.
And they kind of, yeah, but you know, I guess it protects the crew who might be on the outside, so the drone blows up above the vehicle rather than actually impacting, I guess.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Same thing like the Schürzen, you know, same kind of principle.
There we go. There's another shot of the gazebo.
He's gonna hate you for calling it that.
I know. I'm sorry. We've got a few more to go. That was Dusty again.
Here we go.
Hammering on with the border models, 135th Merkava 2D with interior.
Wow.
Look at that. Look at the interior on that, man.
Great, enjoyable kit to build and paint. As already discussed, I've used a few Citadel color paints for my Warhammer kits to help develop that colors. The extra is once again painted an AK real color IDF sand gray, 1970s to 1980s. The interior has been white scar rattle can from Citadel. 3 fuel tanks are Tamiya red oxide primer. Power pack is a mix of AK Extreme metal dark aluminium and Citadel colored drab. Other colors are Mr. Hobby field green and red, Tamiya red brown, gunmetal and clear green, ammo MIG rubber and tire, Citadel abandoned black, Rune Lord brass, Retributor armor, Mournfang brown. There we go.
Panzer's confirmed that the cage is designed to stop RPG rounds being dropped directly onto the turret top.
Drone. Yeah, okay, right, okay.
So it's not the drone itself; it's what it's.
Okay, they're actually dropping munitions from them. Okay. He's also got to figure out weathering, as I'm basing it on a Merkava 2D, the Israeli Yad Lashiron Museum Memorial, basically Israel's version of Bovington here in the UK. Still a long way from finishing.
A lot of work in that interior.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But he's obviously enjoyed doing that kit. You can tell.
Oh, and there we go. Willie Messersmith. I couldn't resist to start my classic plastic 32nd scale Porsche 917/10 from Matchbox. Proved a few things, but generally it should be what it is, a nice model from a 50-year-old kit.
Very cool. That's that Matchbox case, isn't it?
Yeah,
that was so
that dates at the 74 then, yeah. Body panels are glued together, no chance to see the engine, but that enables a perfect alignment and decent panel lines. Building was fun and it went forward rather quickly. It's now ready for painting, but as I still wait for the decal sheet from Spain, the model is now on hold. Kit decals are very brittle, so I had to look for new ones. Thanks for looking.
That's no surprises there. Yeah,
that's not surprising.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Cool,
I'm surprised the actual rubber tires are still intact, to be honest.
Yeah.
Old.
Oh, and it's Ian. Yeah, he was telling me about this actually. Current project is another A.W. Jenkinson project, this time from the farm division. The John Deere tractor is a kit bashed die cast to represent the model I required. The trailer chassis and ramps are scratch built, with the trailer deck 3D printed. The JCB digger is a kid's toy, highly modified with 3D printed tracks, repainted, custom decals, still needs the digger arms and hydraulics added, all 1/32nd scale.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I like that.
Excellent.
Very, very cool.
He really got into his 3D printing as well with his modeling.
Yeah. I was just going to say, all under the watchful eye of a Groot.
Yeah.
Groot, yeah, I just seen that. Yeah.
Go.
Love it.
And that is that, I think. Yes.
Right. Well, there's a lot of awesome stuff which we will see in the finished model base sections on the next show. Really looking forward to that. Really, really nice stuff.
Let's pop back to the chat and see what's happening.
Yeah, you will see that we have quite a few tank experts in there, so off you go.
Excellent. Lots of chat about getting to 50, which we have done.
That has happened.
And of course, just to tee up another little plug, I guess you'll all have to tune into the Christmas show on the 20th to find out if the hat appears. So there we go. Stick that date in your diary. We'll mention it again later. 20th of December, we'll be on for a bit with PJ in a Christmas hat. As Panzer Cats, you what?
I was going to say there may be some fun happening on that day as well, mightn't there? A little bit. Yeah, maybe.
It won't be a normal show. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think it's going to be a normal show, is it?
No.
It might be related to something that's happening that time of year.
Yeah, it's an Easter show, isn't it?
After I think about that.
Yeah, you're going to be dressed appropriately, aren't you, PJ?
If we get to 100,
moving on
completely
very
dressed
quickly.
There we go. So, yeah, and as Panzer says, now if the viewers really put their minds to it, we can get another 50 and get PJ in a full.
I think we should ban Panzer. We're being thrown out the chat, please.
There we go. Michi says Louise got Mark a beard shaving hair catcher for Father's Day last year. Obviously doesn't shave now, so I told him to use that, attach under his bench and tie as normal around his neck. I like it. Pictures or it didn't happen.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Panzer says Cage is designed to stop RPG rounds from being dropped directly onto the turret top. Yeah, and Dave says pretty much same thing. And they'll say, and kamikaze drones, and I love the gazebo name. Now that's sticking. Too bloody right.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't, Phil.
PJ has the body for it.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
PJ is in shape. Round is a shape.
Well, thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. Moving on.
He has the body of a god.
Yes, buckled. Yeah. Well, to take the attention off PJ, how about we go to PJ's question of the month?
How's that taking the attention off me? Oh, God damn it. Anyway. Okay, bear with me. Sort this out. Share. Go to that. Yeah. Are you seeing that? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. This one's question isn't a question. It's three questions, as our first contributor pointed out. As we rapidly approach the end of yet another modelling year, which of your completed builds were you most pleased with over the last 12 months? And looking forward to the new year, what projects are you planning to build, and which skill or technique would you like to improve upon during 2025? Okay, and Rolf's in first. And he says, I'll put this up actually. Oh, there you go. He says, three questions. Generally, I'm most pleased with my last project, but this year, the Airfix Beach Buggy was the highlight, as it was a really fun thing to build. It took only 4 weeks, and it reminds me of my youth when I browsed with big eyes through the Airfix catalogue. For the Christmas break, I have the Airfix Bond Bug in mind, and then the 148 SE5 from Edward. Both kits are excellent in their own right and already in the stash. Which technique I would like to improve? Simply getting quicker and not exceeding 1 year per model. Okay, there's another picture she's got here.
I love that. I love that 70s vibe of that.
Okay, that's the SE5 we was talking about, the Bond Bug.
Yeah, the Bond Bug. Oh, I love it. And the SE5.
That'll be good. It's another class as well, Edward. Yeah, good.
That will be good.
Over here. Dutch Dave says most pleasing build was his 135th Revel Marder FMC 36F.
All right.
Build for 2025, something big, 1/16 scale.
All right.
Okay, that opens
That's
up the
not
opportunity.
big. That's not big. Go big. Go 12.
It's big-ish. Big-ish. Okay.
1/6. Just go 1/6. Go
And
on.
his new skill is airbrush and winter landscaping.
All right. All right.
Okay.
I'll get the 116 kit, get the Isetta from Revell.
Oh God. Nigel Tingy says Hobby Boss 1/16 Tiger was my best build. Was his best build. Secondly, keep wanting to buy the Italy F104 32 scale, but every time I go to buy it, some other model takes my eye. I end up buying that instead. Okay, concentrate, Nigel. Be focused. Be focused. As soon as you see one, press the buy button.
It's a beautiful plane, the F104. Come on.
It is. It is. And his technique for next year is airbrushing is always a skill to be proved upon. Yeah. Mark Runciman says that most pleased is a toss-up between his Academy 132 scale Sopwith Camel and his Vesta 72 scale Kamaz rally truck. The rally truck was wonderful, mate. It really was.
Yeah.
Most anticipated is the Italy 112 Lancia Delta. It has been started, but will take time with it. I take my time with it to get it right. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's good.
Skills are getting better with the airbrush, doing more diorama work and scratch building is planned for 2025. Peter Milgate, excuse me, Shane. Peter Milgate says, what a fun question. Can't wait to hear Mr. Parker's response.
Oh, God. Pick on me.
Nice one.
Most pleased with his MFH 112 McLaren MP48. Most anticipated for 25 is difficult as a sport for choice, but probably the MFH 112 Jaguar XJR12. Skills, excuse me, airbrushing and finishing. Still so much to learn. Well, can all say that, I think, Peter.
Yeah.
Shane says, easy, my most pleased with my version of the Tamiya 1.6 Suzuki Katana. So pleased I bought another one to try something different. I have a Tamiya 112 RC 213V 2019 version as an upcoming project. Busy gathering reference pics for the 2013 2019 bikes and material I will need. There will be some scratch building involved. I need to improve my solder skills, you and me both, mate. If my life depended on current state, I would be dead. Well, yeah, true. Sylvia says, most pleased with my main U-boat.
Yes.
Building time was relatively short and reminds me of when she visited the real thing. Next project is still open. Skill to improve is not to feed the hungry carpet monster and stay on the table. Again, something we can all relate to. And finally, Mr. Croak says, this year's highlight, beyond the obvious of having Scale Fanatics exhibiting at Telford, the kit choice is probably the new 24 scale A4. For next year, I'm looking forward to the MFH 120th 312, or perhaps the challenge of the 19 Max Norton. I've built the Max Norton. You'll enjoy that one.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
And then the third part of the question is the thing I need to improve on is reading the actual question in the first place.
Yes.
Missed the third part of the question.
You and me both. Never good with that.
Yeah. So no, for skills, I think for me is probably soldering as well. Actually.
Yeah.
I need to work.
Yeah,
on
I'm very weak on soldering. I've got to be
I can do basic electronics, soldering copper parts to pads and stuff. But soldering as a method for joining brass parts.
I think the expert in the community in soldering is obviously Alan, and I think he should do us all a tutorial.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
again, so it's one of those things. It's having the feel and knowing and seeing what's happening in front and knowing when to take the heat away.
Yeah.
That it's difficult to teach somebody. It's a skill you have to learn yourself in some ways, and the easiest way to do that is to play with scraps. You know, keep the iron on there and see when things start to melt. You know,
Yeah, it's learn by doing, but
yes,
I
it's
still,
difficult.
after many years of putting lighting in various models, okay, I am still crap at soldering.
One of the key things to soldering is you must keep your tip clean. And that doesn't mean keep it clean as solder, but you need to keep it well tinned. So when you put solder on, you need a little bit of solder on the tip then to touch the item to transfer the heat for then the solder to flow.
Yeah.
And if you've got a dirty iron, you don't get that heat transfer, and you tend to move and try and push and force stuff, and that then just makes a mess of stuff. So, but yeah, that's a whole different subject, soldering. But my answer to your questions, PJ, I mean, it's difficult. I've only built 2 kits in the last 12 months.
No,
Two?
Yeah.
I thought it was just one.
No, I've only finished 2 in the last 12. I finished the Mazda at the beginning of the year,
oh yeah, you did too.
and then obviously I've done the Williams. Out of the
3
2,
kids.
oh yeah, I've done.
I did a little
I
Spitfire.
might have built an airplane as well.
You did a little Spitfire, yeah.
That was a fun little build. That was, to be fair, it's something different, But yeah, out of the 2 between the Mazda and the Williams, I'd say for me the Mazda probably edged it.
In what respect? Because you had a lot of problems with both cars. So.
Yeah, I mean, there was again, it's 2 different types of modeling. Again, you've got your model factory here, Mazda, which is all designed to go together, even though it doesn't fit, but it's designed, to be one model. And that had its challenges of getting things to fit. Then you had the Tamiya kit, which you're using all the top studio aftermarket stuff on and 3D printed stuff, where you have to cut things off to make things fit. So it's just slightly different type of modeling. But I think the Mazda probably edged it for me for the more enjoyable kit to build.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't get me wrong. The Williams was an epic kit. It's one of my, my bucket list kits, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and something you got the award for behind you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many people know, but everybody might know. I mean, it happened to win the gold in the civilian category, or in gold in class, for the Williams. And I was fortunate enough to win best in category for civilian vehicles as well. So, I wasn't even going to enter. It's only because of these guys kept badgering me to enter the kit, and I gave in and stuck it on a base and just plonked it on the table. Yeah, and
yeah, you don't want anything.
well, I try and do the best I can do. I really don't consider myself a good modeler. I really don't. I mean, I think I've still got so much. There's so much I don't know about modeling that there's still to learn. Like say, what do you want to improve on? For me, it's everything. Painting, patience is one thing.
I think it's like anything. The day you stop learning is the day you need to stop doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And I think, for a lot of people, I think people got to learn not to rush, not to try and get to the next stage as quickly as possible, because that's when things go wrong. It's, you prime something, prime it, leave it, I mean, I'll try and leave it a couple of hours before you put any paint on it, give the paint a chance to dry. And
that's why it's good to have 2 or 3 kits on the go.
It is.
You can, while one's drying from a primer or a paint, whatever, you can go on to the other kit, mess about with that.
I mean, myself, I have difficulty concentrating on, I get so engrossed in whatever kit I'm building, I don't want to be building something else. But I say with the things like the Model Factory Hero and the Tamiya kit, the larger scale stuff, there's always another section of the kit you could be working on whilst
So absolutely.
So there's that, but for, I think the Mazda, I think, tops it off. What kit am I looking forward to building most? Whilst I don't currently possess one, but fingers crossed, beginning of next year, it'll be the Mercedes 300 Coupe, Model Factory Hero.
Yeah,
is one I'm really looking forward to building. And
it's a dream kit for me. Never will get it, but it's a dream kit. Looking forward to building that. Yeah, with me, probably like this. Wait, here, this Fiat 500. I think I enjoyed that most this year. That was a very, very cool kit. Um, big scale kit, the only big scale kit I built this year. So I always build the big scale kits of small cars. So at the end, they are as big as the 124s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was, and I have lots of fun with the common gear, I must tell you. I really enjoy building that. And I'm looking forward next year. I have the 112 Mustang Mark One that
Okay.
Nice.
which I want to do some scratch building. And the thing which I really need to improve on, and I don't know if you know, it's just if it's age or whatever it is, but detail painting.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. You just think you have got it just right, and then you do that, and then it's
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a skill which I really
Again, that comes down to patience and
yeah,
time. Yeah. So
and make the right. You know, you can do that. You don't need to tape that. You can just do, and then you actually had to tape it. Yeah.
Well, that comes down to the patience things. Try not to rush the job,
No, it is.
but
Yeah.
you know,
It is. It does. It does. Absolutely.
it is, and there's other things like, as you just intimated, it is there's little techniques of masking an area off while you're doing detailed painting, so you're not slopping paint all over the place. So it's little techniques like that, trying to remember, oh yeah, I must mask that area off,
Hmm.
rather than trying to be a smart ass and going in straight in with the paint. Yeah,
Exactly.
and I find as well, if you for things like that as well, it's for example on the engine of this Lancia engine there, that on the rocker covers it's got raised lettering,
Yeah.
which wanted to be a different color. So for me, I mean, you know, I painted it in a lacquer paint. Then I wouldn't do the lettering in another lacquer paint, because the odds are if you mess up, you're knackered. If you use an acrylic paint or a water-based paint over the top, if you
Yep.
mess it up, you can clean it off and the lacquer will be perfectly fine
Yep.
underneath it, and you get another stab at it, you know, and
Right.
things like that. So it's using materials and paints to your advantage. So if you do mess up, you can
2K everything.
What about you, Dan?
Yeah. There are some comments here in the section as well. Not too many, Dan.
Yeah.
Well, let's just see what Dan's plans are.
Didn't you answer the question?
Oh, Dan has answered. He answered the
Answered.
question in your
Soldering. Soldering.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
What about you, Pete?
My best model that I was pleased with was, well, it was two models.
That's not one model, is it?
Gosh, be correct now. But I came together as one unit on a Dio. Okay, that was the D90 Dozer and the VW Beetle.
Yeah.
All distressed on a diorama. I absolutely loved doing that.
No.
Okay, I had endless fun doing it, and I could have done more, but it would have been just overkill. Yeah, there's lots of other things that I've done this year. One notable is the D-Day build.
Yeah, very cool as well. Very cool.
Whatever, I enjoyed doing that. But yeah, as for new things next year, this only dropped today because I had the invoice and I paid it. There is an MFH Lotus 77 on its way to me.
Oh, oh, nice. Nice.
Well, that's going to be next year's big build.
All that gold pinstriping.
Oh yeah, I don't know whether it's decal or what, but hey, we'll see. What's it's as for new techniques and stuff like that. I mean, it's soldering it as per Dan's thing, but also again I'm not the most patient builder, and I really need to be. I need to take. I mean, I looked at your FW14B, Alan. I see the detail you've gone to. Yes, the trials and tribulations therein, but I want to bring myself up to that level. You know, because there's stuff in there that I wouldn't normally have done, and I think I'm going to try and do that on that Lotus when it arrives.
Well, I mean, again, for me, I don't think I've really added that much extra detail. I suppose I just look at a picture of what it should look like, and I try and replicate what it should look like.
Absolutely,
in my eyes. That's what I do. So,
but it's going to the lens that you did with you. Excuse me. Sorry, something that maybe people in the chat and viewers may not realise when they look at the photographs of that build is the carbon that you used on it. Okay?
Yeah, I mean,
the different weaves and getting the right colours and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's that sort of attention to detail that I'm talking about as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's not just a question. Oh, that bit's got some carbon decal on it, but I'll slap that one on. No, you need to get the right carbon in the right colour in the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay, it's things like that, as well as wiring and connectors and stuff like that. It's that sort of detail I want to try and push next year. So.
Yeah.
Patience.
It's good that we have something to aspire to, very, very good.
Absolutely.
I just want to learn how to paint properly. You guys obviously have a lot of lofter targets, but we always have something to work on.
As I said, if you stop learning, you might as well pack up.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But yeah, sorry. Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right to do that. Right, Dan, take it away quickly. There were some interesting comments here.
Yep, Dave says, "Where's the hat?" He says, "Get Mark to do it."
20th.
Panzer Cat says, "My ex had the face of a goddess, the body of a nymph, and a tongue like a chainsaw."
Oh God.
Okay. Philip H says, "My ex had the voice of a foghorn." Andy says, "Apparently, Alan, you need to learn to be nice to him."
No, you don't want me to be nice to you, Andy. You really don't.
And Panzer Cat says, "PJ needs to learn how to choose decent shirts."
Oh, that's rich coming from you, Mr. Fashionista.
Yeah. Yes, that is a yes.
All good fun.
Guys are very bromantic. You and Panzer Cat.
No.
Yeah.
We
PJ, can I just ask you, were there any questions for the crew?
There is. I
Let's
won't bother putting up the screen because there's only one question.
All right.
It's from Peter Milgate. It says, "What's the best way to reignite the passion for that stalled out project that sits on the shelf of doom, all alone, but winks at you every time you walk past?"
Take it he's talking about his Williams FW14 then.
Hang on. Let me finish the question. How to get that mojo flowing again? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
It's an interesting question.
It is a good question. I love that question.
I mean, I've got shelves over here, some of which does contain shelf queens. That I've started, projects that I've started that I may go back to, I may not go back to. I think it's a mood thing, isn't it?
Do you know what the key answer to that is?
Go on.
The most simplistic answer of all to all that is don't let it get onto the shelf in the first place.
Stick with it.
Stick with it.
Well, yeah. Well, you know yourself that
I do not have a shelf of doom.
You don't build that much. Come on now.
No, but even when I was knocking out the 124s, I still didn't have a shelf of doom. I get a kit out and I push it. You make a mistake, own the mistake. Yes, you've made a mistake. It's messed up. Just keep on with it. Get it built, and it's there to remind you that next time you a little bit more patience, or you do it a little bit differently to what you did it before, and they're all learning tools.
It
you
is.
just get so far, oh, I'll mess it up, stick it on the shelf, I'll worry about it some other time. You get to the next one, you get to the same point, and it's just don't.
I think the crux of his question is, how does he regain the mojo to go back to that shelf queen, pull it off, blow the dust off it, and
I'll call around his house with a prodding stick. No, I mean, you just got to reach up, pick it up off the shelf, and put it back on the bench.
So for me, it's all about do something with it. It doesn't matter what it is. Just pick the smallest thing, whether it's a brake disc, a brake caliper. Just go, right, I'm going to prime these parts. I'm going to clean up these parts, I'm going to prime them, I'm going to paint them. Just make that little step forward, and suddenly you find yourself drawn back into it. Because sometimes it's you're sat there thinking about how many things you need to do, what steps. I can't remember where I was on this bit. What do I need to do this? Where's the carbon? Where's the where's the decals? Just do something. Just make some progress. And I think sometimes that's enough of a nudge in the right direction that it just pushes you.
Yeah, as you say, get back drawn into it. I mean, there was a reason why you chose the model in the first place. Obviously, like it. Yeah.
I think sometimes you've got to take it off the shelf and unpack it like it's a new kit.
Yeah.
Even though you've started it, might be partially built, may even be partially painted. But I think you've got to treat it like it's a new kit, and just look at it from that aspect rather than thinking how you left it.
Yeah,
that might re-energize you.
Yeah. Dixby says something. Watch videos on your kit subject matter. Watching other builds helps too.
This is true.
I'll give you a shout when I'm Eddie Man Panzer. You can come and help.
What's that?
Adjustment with the sledgehammer. Here we go. That should do it. Right. Now, before we go to the finished models, PJ, would you do us the honors and put the advertising up first, please?
Okay, I'll do my best. Boom. Share.
Here we go. So there is a Modelers Friday night Christmas live show, which obviously is the reason we went through all the effort to get over the 50 likes.
Yeah.
Because we will not only will there be a show, we will meet for an hour or last year we also said an hour and it was 2 hours. We will have a little quiz going on. Obviously, it's always fun to know that we don't know anything. But most importantly, we will see PJ with a Christmas hat.
Yes.
That should pull you all in. So that will be on Friday, the 20th of December, 2024, 7 p.m. UK time. Well, that's where we will meet here again on the Model Kit Beginner channel, where we usually have all our live shows, and we will have the Christmas show.
Anything to diary? Don't be late.
Don't be late. Yeah, don't be late. Otherwise, no presents.
Start eating encyclopedias between now and then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very important.
I think our Mr. Cave is doing the quiz, aren't you, Mr. Cave?
Come on.
Yes, Mr. Cave is.
For stitching me up like that, it's going to be harder than last year's.
Yeah, I'm going to try and attempt to at least get one question.
And that was bad enough already with last year's.
Yeah,
I thought last year's was easy, but
it's easy when you know the answers, Dan.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always easy when you know the answers. Absolutely.
Oh, hello. What's happening here?
Oh, that was a nice. Was that a Ferrari?
I'll be doing the finished builds gallery.
I think we might.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else though?
No.
Okay.
No,
right.
It just happened without an announcement.
It just happened. Yeah, I was trying to see where I could share, and then I clicked on the mouse, and now we're just doing it.
Okay.
Right, it is the finished builds gallery, and the way this works, and those of you who are here for the first time, I know the others have all heard it before. We will go through all the builds which we have in the finished builds gallery. Thank you everybody for contributing. And then once we have done that, we'll obviously read through everything what you guys have done. Always interesting to hear how you built it and what you used. And then once we have done that, you will have the opportunity to choose one which you think is your favorite from all the models you have seen. And once you have chosen one, then we will use that particular kit and that particular picture and put it on the banner of the Friday night, the Modelers Friday Night live show Facebook page. And we are kicking off with something very fiddly from Mr. Paul J. Lewis. It is the 132 Copper State Model Squadron G3 biplane, a relatively trouble-free, straight out of the box build, the parts of which required very little cleanup, well engineered with a good amount of detail, This turned out to be an enjoyable kit to put together that demanded a high level of concentration. I can believe that. Throughout, particularly during the rigging process, which is one of the main reasons I've never built a World War I plane. For a full list of products used, please go to the, and please do that, go to the Paul J. Lewis Facebook page. Cheers, PJ. Yeah, I'm always in awe when I see rigging like that. That's really very well done.
As I said, when after I finished it, I have a newfound respect for the people who build ships, like galleons and stuff,
Yeah.
all that type of rigging. I mean, this was nothing compared to what those guys go through, but still.
But still, this looks very cool.
Newfound
Very,
respect.
very cool. Also, I like the wood on the propeller. Very nice. Very, very cool. That came out very nice. Right. Shane came in with something slightly different.
Yeah.
It is the Meng 19's BMW HP4. And Ray said it was actually pretty good. Mojo built thing. I might have used 2 drops of glue. If people like me, they will know I don't do kit box schemes. Wheels painted SMS electric blue and body color pro scale BMW Atlantis blue.
Great color.
Right. Very, very cool. That is very cool. Looks clean, doesn't it?
Does.
Yeah. And he has a different angle as well. So let's have a look at that. Here we go. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. That came out really pretty, Shane. Carbon here as well. Very, very cool build. That's very nice, Shane. Then Richie Lamb. What did Richie go for? Oh, yeah, he did a Tamiya Jeep in 135. He painted that in Tamiya acrylics and weathered using washes and pigments by UMP and oil brushes by Emo by Mick. That can I always like that when you guys do that with the wipers, where the wipers just wash away the dust and stuff. That I find that a fantastic detail, and also otherwise weathered very, very nicely. Very cool. I think there's a different angle of that. No, I don't want to cancel request. Yeah. Geez, what's it going? Here we go. We got it. Here we go. There you go. Very cool. Very, very cool. Nice angle there as well. Right. Then we have Dutch Dave model bench. Something slightly different. Finished this 135 Sentinel robot kit bashed from a ping pong ball, plastic tap end, and spare parts. I like those builds. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool. There's
Just trying to spot the ping pong bullets. Yeah, where your cursor was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there. Very cool. I love that. And nicely painted as well. Woo! A little flag. I love the details on that. Yeah. There we go. Different angle. Yeah. Very, very cool. I love that. Yeah, you can see where some of them you can see where the spare parts came from. Very cool. Very nice, Dave. Then Sylvia Kohlberger is also in. Yeah, we might have seen that one before. This is the 172 Special Armor XMK72 SD Kfz 10 DMARC D7 in Afrika Corps livery. I'm glad that it is finished. The last bits were very fiddly. Note the coil of barbed wire and the very tiny bucket on the rear of the vehicle. As mentioned in the progress block, it is painted in MRP 034 Panzergrau, which was overpainted in MRP 213 Grün-Braun. This latter one was painted on site in Africa over the grey and had worn heavily. The interior stayed grey. I'm very pleased with the final result, and so you should be. The model was photographed on a borrowed base plate. Maybe you will see the base again in future. Thanks for looking. Very cool.
Yeah,
very, very cool. There's that wire she's talking about.
Yeah.
At the back. Yeah.
Cool.
Love that. I love that, Sylvia. Very nice. Let me have a look at this one from a different angle. Here we go.
There you go.
You can see it very nicely. And the bucket here at the back. Always a bucket. Even on the tanks, there always has to be a bucket. I love that. Very cool. That's a nice build, Sylvia. That really is a nice build. Right, then we have Millgate's Peter. He crossed the finish line. Finally! The 112 scale MFH 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. Number 19 car driven by Guchet and Noblet, painted in Mr. Surfacer pink primer, followed by Pro Scale 300 Rosso Corsa. This was then dusted in Zero Paints Diamond Finish 2K. Various metals and Tamiya LPs used throughout. The car has mild weathering as a slightly used but prepped to race vehicle. Great body build with Andy Quinney, and special thanks to Jamie Beat for encouraging to build it. A truly great kit, highly recommended. That came out really good. I mean, we obviously, as we are in the hangout, we saw the different stages, and it looks inside as good as it looks on the outside. Trust me on that.
Yes.
Very, very cool build. Sure, there's a second angle we can. Ah, here we go. There, that's what I mean. You can see the detail here. Yeah, Peter, that came out tremendously. No.
Yep.
Very
Be pleased
nice.
with that.
Yeah. Then we have Nigel Ting. Let me first read this here because he has his photos separate. It's a Kawasaki 500 Mach 3 1/8. Nice kit, very good engine detail with all cooling fins being separate. Did not like that the cables were a soft solid plastic that needed to be cut from a sprue. So dumped then and went with the normal vinyl tube, painted and 2K using Pro Scale. Right, let's have a look here. Very nice.
That's nice.
I remember those bikes very well. Giving away my age here, I know, but I remember them very well. Always loved them. Yeah, that came out very cool. 1/8. I mean, yeah, big enough, isn't it?
That's nice.
Very nice, Nigel. Like it a lot. Then we have Andy. Andy Quinney is in. We've eventually got my Model Factory Hero 112 Ferrari 250 GTO finished. As some of you know, this was a part of a body build with Peter Millgate. Was a great kit, enjoyed it thoroughly. Painted in fire scale Ferrari Casa Genziana, clear with zero diamond finish 2K. 2K was sanded back with Godhead sanding sponges, then polished back with Manzana cutting paste and finished with Auto Glum resin polish. I wanted to do something different to the race scheme, so I went with a road car version. Thanks for looking, as always. That came out brilliant.
He's done a cracking job on that. It's his first 112.
Yeah, done a really good job on it.
Yeah, let's have a look from here. We go. There's a nice montage. Cracking job indeed. Like that a lot.
Did you hear that montage? Just
I
saying.
heard. I was chuckling to myself.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
No, it's a joke. We'll tell you. We'll fill you in after, Roland.
Okay. Right. Then we have our friend from Gluesmith Garage.
That's cool.
Yeah, finished up his 1/100 Bandai Master Grade Barbatus Gundam and made a diorama for it. This was my entry into the Gundam Builders World Cup. Gundam is painted in various Pro Scale Mr. Hobby, AK, and Tamiya paints. The diorama was made with packing foam, which I then covered with air drying clay, painted with AK Desert Sand textured paint, then covered with various UMP weathering washes. I then added modeling grass in some areas. Can't remember the brand. Around where the Gundam's mace is hitting ground, I used cotton wool and chunks of packing foam to make it look like the ground was being thrown out from the impact. All right. Really enjoyed working on this. Thanks for looking. Well, we can see you enjoyed that because it looks amazing.
Yes, I like the weathering on the Gundam. Weathering's really good.
Very cool. Very cool. That came out very cool. Wow. Normally not a Gundam guy, but yeah, that looks amazing. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that is cool.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's very nice. I like that a lot. Like that a lot. Then another one from Mr. Glue. Second one I finished this month is the 124 Tamiya Nissan 240 ZG. Lovely, well-detailed kit to work on, painted in Pro Scale and Nissan Bayside Blue, cleared with Mr. Hobby Super Clear. Various Tamiya and Mr. Color paints used throughout the build, and some 3D printed wheels. Thanks for looking. Very nice.
I do like the colour. Colour pops on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely color. Good choice.
Very, very good. Very, very good. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, here we go. And the engine.
Nice detail.
Nice straight six there. Very cool. Very cool.
Got of SU carbs.
Yeah. Love that. Nice detail as well. Yeah, very cool. Then Mike Hasselgrove is in. Here, that's the Porsche you were talking about, the color.
Yeah.
The 124 Revell Porsche 936 Valiant, body cleaned and prepared as per usual, then primed in 3 to 4 coats of Mr. Finishing Surface of 1500 grey, top coat sprayed in Gravity Valiant Green, then finished in Pro Scale 2K Clear. Decals were okay apart from the wheel arch rivet looking ones, so I re-drilled out over and then glued in zoom-on looking rivets. Made it look so much better. That's actually a very good tip. I didn't do that. Also stripped the chrome off wheels and it looked too thick. Then primed and gloss coated with Mr. Hobby Gloss Black. Then masked and sprayed each either with Mr. Metallic Super Chrome or Super Rich Gold. Such better finish. Nice little build, even after all the flash cleanup. So thanks for looking. Those wheels came out amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's a nice clean build, is that?
Yeah, it is.
Fantastic. You did a great job there, Michael. I love that. Great model of a great car.
Yeah.
And here we go. Back to the sunshine. Mr. Christopher is in. Here we go. Finished his Academy 135 Jagdpanzer 38T. Painted with Tamiya paints and weathered with Vallejo washes and MIG pigments.
A small kit for him.
Yeah, yeah, it is, but it looks good. It really looks good. Love the detail. That's actually very nice. I think the two peaks and the coffee mugs. I like the vibe. You always have a good vibe. Very cool. Very cool. That looks good. I actually saw a YouTube video about the Panzer 38T not too long ago. So yeah, interesting vehicle indeed. And then, oh, here we go.
Here we go.
A little shippy. Also finished, also from Chris, by the way, Chris Stover. He finished this Tamiya 1350 USS New Jersey. He painted it with Tamiya paints and is only his fifth chip. That came out quite nice.
That's quite big.
1350. That's not small, eh? That's a biggie.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's a biggie. Very cool. A little helicopter there. Yeah, that came out very nice, Chris.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Lovely.
Then we have Dusty's Model Workshop. Let's see what's he up to. Good day, good evening, and amazing Friday all. Thank you. First up, I finished one of Warhammer's 40k kit called the Toe Broadsider. He's a chunk mech suit and built it as a long-range anti-material mech. Painted Citadel color, Death Guard green, Abaddon black, mech suit gray, Runlord brass, Iron Blaster blue, and the base was created using Army Painter base kits. Very nice, very cool. He obviously had lots of fun with that.
Something a bit different.
A lot of detail in there for the size, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like all the little tufts of grass and stuff on the base as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very cool. And then he also did a Leopard. The second kit I finished this month is the Rifield's 135th Leopard 2A7V. A fantastic kit. We have heard a couple of guys telling us about the Rayfield kits who are good.
Yeah.
It was easy to build, but with some challenging parts to keep you entertained. painted with Tamiya NATO green and AK color NATO brown and NATO black with the usual ammo MIG rubber and tire wear needed. There we go.
Really good.
I remember those number plates. Are the Germans the only nation who put number plates on their tanks? Probably.
No, you have to do it in the UK as well.
Oh, I do. Okay.
If they're on the road.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. That came out very nice.
Yeah, good weather
Lovely.
on that. Mm.
Lovely. I think he has a second shot as well. I've chosen not to wear and tear on this kit as they're brand new and only a few German units have them. So that's probably basically how they came out of the factory. Very cool. It's a huge turret, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, it's massive.
Right. Then we have Patrick van Gils, scale modeler, Panther Ausführung D in winter camo. Eastern Front winter 1943-1944. Tamiya 135 scale kit. Used various products by Emma Mick to paint and weather the vehicle. First airbrushed in German dark yellow and a bit of camo green and brown. Applied some heavy chipping fluid before spraying a white coat on it with some water chipped the white a bit off because I wanted to give the vehicle a look as if it was at the beginning of winter, just after it had an overhaul. Because it had no damage to the Schürzen and other parts, I removed the white gently. Then did the weathering. The ground was still muddy because the real frost hadn't set in yet. I tell you what, you got that right.
Great backstory. I love it. Love it.
Great execution as well. I think that weathering is spot on.
Yeah, looks fantastic. That.
Yeah, that looks
I
very
like
good.
that.
I like that a lot. Very cool. Like the open hatch. Yeah, yes. Very, very cool. Love that, Patrick. Really love that. See, he has a second. Yeah, here we go. We get a bit closer here.
Look at that.
That has really come out very, very nice.
Great execution.
Yeah, very, very good. I mean, just looking at that here, yeah, really nice. Love the detail. And then last, but certainly not least, we have a Christmas-themed Foos Ford FD100 pickup. The one from Revell. It's from scale model Chris. It's a little red truck hauling a Christmas tree. It is indeed. Kit's gone together really well. No major fitment issues. A little bit of flesh, but nothing major. It's been a fairly quick build. Well, get another one sometime as I've got a few ideas for a different look. We built them once as a buddy build as well, Alan. Can you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Primed in fire scale dark primer, then given a few coats of red leather for the bodywork. No clear coat as the paint had a nice set and finish. It does too. The bed and engine bay were masked off, then reprimed in black, then had a couple of coats of Noir 200 texture paint to give a slight different look. Interior was sprayed in beige leather and red leather. Chrome parts had a bleach mask, then sprayed in flat steel. Various other metallic metal colors used for the rest of the engine and framework. Details like the brake calipers and other parts were painted using AK real markers. Little Christmas tree and lights came from Hobby Shop. Thanks for looking.
That's
very
It's
cool.
just cool. It's just that
That's
time of year as well, isn't it? To be fair, so
I like that.
Yeah.
Built to order. Built to
Yes.
order from his wife to have that ready for Christmas. I think he did a cracking job. Right. I think that was it. It was indeed. So what will be happening now, ladies and gentlemen, is I will do a quick run. But before I do that, Alan will give you the okay that you can vote. So please, when you vote, do the name and the model so we can identify that clearly, because you've seen some guys have two models in there, so that we choose the right model. Right, Alan, you tell us when we are ready to go.
go for it. Place your votes, folks. Place your votes.
Here we go. We start off with Paul J. Lewis with the 132 Copper State model Squadron G3 biplane. This is followed by Shane Wright and his Meng 19 DMW HP4. After that, we have Richie Lamp, which has a beautiful Tamiya Jeep in 135. After that, we have Dutch Dave from his model bench with the 135 Sentinel Robot, which is a nice kish bash around a ping pong ball. Then we have Sylvia Koberger with the 172 Special Armor SD Kfz 10 D-Mark D7 in Africa Core livery. Peter Milgate obviously is in with the 112 scale MFH 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO. And behind Peter is Nigel. Nigel is in with the Kawasaki 500 Mark III in 1.8. That's what that one looks like. Then we have Andy. He's also in with the Model Factory Hero 112 Ferrari 250 GTO, finished as a street car. Then we have Gluesmith Garage, which is 1/100th Bandai Master Grade Barbatus Gundam, plus diorama. Then we have Gluesmith again in with the 124 Tamiya Nissan 240 ZG. Michael Hasselgrove is in with the 124 Revell Porsche 934 Valiant. Then we have Chris Stover with his 135 Jagdpanzer 30AT glistering in the sun. And we have from Chris as well the humongous 1350s USS New Jersey from Tamiya. Then we have Dusty's Model Workshop. He is with the Warhammer 40K kit called the Tor Broadsider. He also has a Leopard. In this particular case, it's the Leopard 2A7V, and that one is in 135 from Rifles. We have Patrick van Giels, Scale Modeler, with the Panther Ausführung D in winter camo. And a lovely weathering job on that. And last but certainly not least, the rather aptly Christmas schemed Revell 125 Foosford FD 100 pickup. And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be that.
Well done, Roland.
I'll tell you what, it's a bloody tough choice. A bloody tough choice.
Right. Now we need to choose one. It's easy, isn't it?
No, it never is easy. It's harder this month. Can I vote for me?
Ah, yeah, right.
Of course you can.
You go.
You'll be castigated and
Oh, yeah.
derided for the rest of your
Oh,
modeling
yeah. I tell you what.
existence. But
Panzer will be on you.
Yeah. Nothing new there, mate. Nothing new.
Yeah.
All right, let me just highlight that so I know who the last voter was, and we'll come back to them in a minute.
Ow.
You pick, guys.
go.
Are you ready?
No.
Yeah.
If you wait for that,
Yeah.
it'll be a late show.
Go on then, Roland.
Yeah, I will be controversial, and I pick Patrick van Giels, Ace on Front Winter Panther.
Panther. Mm.
Anyway, I like Pete's obviously fantastic detail. I love the Ferrari. I loved most things which I saw here. I mean, I love the tennis ball. I was close to the tennis ball kit. I loved that one too. But at the end, because of the unbelievably fantastic weathering job, I decided for Patrick van Giels, Panther.
Yeah.
That's enough. Mr. Croak.
You see, weirdly, the ones I've written down are all different subject matters. So, like,
Yes.
there's an aircraft, there's a bike, there's a car, there's a boat, there's a tanky thing. But the one I'm going to go for is Gluesmith's robot Gundam thing.
It's Gundam.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looked really cool, and it's just such an unusual way to present it. You don't see them very
Mm.
often in dios.
No, good point.
Very
Well
true.
done.
Very true.
Really good.
Page.
Honourable mentions to Peter Millgate and Andy Quinney. Their Ferraris are just beautiful.
There are.
Shane Wright's BMW HP4 is just gorgeous. But I've got to agree that Patrick Van Gaal's Panther is just outstanding. So I'm going for that.
Okay, totally. I suppose that leaves bloody me then, doesn't it?
I'm afraid so.
Well, some honourable. I mean, Peter's 250 and Andy's 250. I'll be honest with you, they're both epic kits, and I couldn't pick one between them. So I think I'll be doing one of them a disservice if I was to pick one over the other. In all fairness, they're both two epic builds. They've both done a superb job on them. I've sort of got, I'll be honest with you, I've got yours down, PJ. I've got the Gundam Dio down, and I've got Patrick's Panther down. It's like, I know how much work you put into that biplane you did, and it looks good. But
it looks brilliant. It looks brilliant.
Panther is drawing me again because it just, the weather on it just looks so right, doesn't it?
It looks so authentic. It just looks authentic.
So again, Patrick is going to get my vote.
I mean, we've got an armor expert in the chat in Panzer, okay, and I might be speaking out of turn here, but I'm sure he will agree that that is a fantastic representation of the Panther.
Yeah.
Well, you voted for it, so.
Well, there you
go. I'll call
I'll be honest, I loved it when he posted it on Scale Fanatics a week or two.
Yeah.
Blown away by it.
Right then, we'll stop the votes on there then.
All right.
So we have a winner, we have a second place, and funny enough, we have a third place as well.
Oh, wow.
All right.
And we can do a fourth as well if you want to, or joint fourth and joint fifth. But no, this month in third place is Klusnif Garage with the Gundam Dio, which there's no surprise there.
Fantastic build.
In third place is PJ with his Cauldron biplane.
Second.
Yeah.
Second place, yeah. That's what I said, wasn't it? Second place, yeah.
Good.
Third.
Very, very good.
Yeah. And this month's winner in first place is Patrick with 6 votes. He got 6 votes. So well done, Patrick, with his Panther. And I think it's well deserved, to be fair. Well deserved.
No, absolute worthy winner. Absolutely
Absolutely well deserved. I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
Well done, Patrick.
Collection, yeah, and I think Digsby's hit the nail on the head. It's very difficult to pick between them all because they're all epically good.
Yeah.
Some really good.
I mean, you guys are just beasts.
Models. If PJ doesn't win, I demand a recount.
Yeah, no, it's really fantastic.
Very kind, James, but hey.
I love that.
That Panther was just superb. Yeah.
It is very, very good.
Very good. Yeah, it just shows you a good weathering job. You know,
Well, again, another difficult choice as usual.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I could have had the Gundam. I could have had Pete. I could have had one of the Ferraris. I could have had motorbike. Oh, that second one. Oh, beautiful finish.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Could wax lyrical about nearly all of them, to be honest.
Yeah. Fantastic. Right, guys. Those who are still in, and thanks very much for sticking with us. Don't forget, on the 20th of December, we have the Christmas show, which should be lots of fun. And with the hat and everything. And then please join our friends at Primetime Modeling. Tuesday, 8 p.m. UK time. And PJ has put the link in the chat. Right.
Or feel free to come and join us over in the Scale Fanatics Clubhouse as well at some point.
Please find it in the description of this particular live show when it goes up on the channel, which will be in a couple of minutes. In the descriptions, the link is in for Skull Fanatics on Facebook, and obviously for the Clubhouse as well. All right. Anything else from you guys? Some final words? Wisdoms?
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for spending the time with us. Yeah, and we'll see you on the
Fantastic.
20th.
We really do appreciate that. Thank you for pushing up, PJ.
I
to
have to
50
buy a hat.
Yeah, it was really fantastic. Done. It just shows when we stick together, we can do it.
Yeah, but only one of us has to go and buy a hat.
Thanks very much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening further, a lovely weekend, and we see you all on the 20th. Cheers.
Cheers,
Good
guys.
on.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.